hotline. Austin, I had a great time with you tonight.
Let's do it again on Thursday. What do you think?
Are you in on Thursday?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Timmy,
2 hours Thursday. Was Murph leaving or something like that?
I think he leaves a day early.
Okay.
I think he's going out on Thursday.
Whoa,
I don't know for sure.
2 hour banger for us.
Tim was in the hallway. He asked me this morning to do it, and like you and I don't even have enough time to tell the story.
No, you don't. I'll just talk.
But
to you
I'm
going to
be here on Thursday, and then we can tell it.
Okay, I'll see you in Buffalo here in 10 seconds.
Let's go.
Jackets up next on The Fan.
We're the highest rated sports radio station in America. There's no joke there. We just are. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Lemon pepper fans, I hope you're sitting down because Zaxby's just dropped a mouth-watering lemon pepper dry rub. Now you can get that delicious zesty lemon and cracked black pepper flavor you love on the chicken you love. Try it any way you want, from Zaxby's lemon pepper wings and lemon pepper sandwiches to their lemon pepper chicken fingers. And with the Zaxby's app, all that lemon peppering can earn you rewards points. Now that's lemon pepper perfection. Zaxby's lemon pepper. Get some today. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
When we started the company, I was absolutely going to build my own plant. We can build a very, very good window and sell it at a reasonable price. If you buy from a company that is a dealer, they have to order the part from the factory, have it sent, and then schedule a service. I got 500 locks out back. If you need a lock, it'll take me 15 seconds to walk back here and grab one for you.
Visit our showroom today at 4200 Roberts Road.
Buckeye fans, this is for you. Level up with the brand new AAA Buckeyes MVP membership. You'll receive all the benefits of AAA, such as 24/7 roadside assistance, plus chances to win tickets to Ohio State sporting events, access to exclusive MVP experiences, along with 10% off select gear at the Ohio State team shop. Already a AAA member? Add the Buckeyes MVP membership for free. Head to AAA.com/Buckeyes to upgrade or join the squad and put your fandom in drive.
The Donato's Pep Duo Pizza is back, and it brought a pal. The Donato's Pep Duo, loaded with crispy pepperoni and 3 kinds of cheese. Now get a large Pep Duo pizza for just $14.99. Also back, Donato's deliciously dippable pepperoni cheese bread. Now on the $5 Pizza Pals menu for a limited time. More toppings, more flavor, more fun. Donato's, gotta love more.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium presented by Experience Columbus. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium tours offer a variety of options and pricing. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour. Ohio Stadium Tours, presented by Experience Columbus.
Toyota gives you the power of choice. Now through September 30th, get 4.75 APR financing on a stylish new 25 Corolla or 5.75 on Corolla Hybrid. Excludes Corolla Cross and GR Corolla. Or lease a gas-powered 25 Corolla LE for $199 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, I'm Richard May.
आज के पॉडकास्ट के स्पॉन्सर हैं वाइज, एक ऐप जो इंटरनेशनल लोगों को दुनिया भर में पैसे भेजने और यूज करने में हेल्प करता है। वाइज से विदेश में पैसे भेजना फास्ट, सेफ, ट्रांसपेरेंट और अफोर्डेबल है, बिना हिडन चार्जेस या अचानक बढ़ी हुई प्राइसेस के। आप इंडियन बैंक अकाउंट में रुपए में लोन चुका सकते हैं, प्रियजनों को उनकी करेंसी में मदद कर सकते हैं और पैसा कहीं भी भेज सकते हैं। स्मार्ट बनिए, 1.5 करोड़ कस्टमर्स के साथ वाइज चुनिए। आज ही वाइज ऐप डाउनलोड करें या wise.com विजिट करें। टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस अप्लाई।
There are tacos, and then there's Zaxby's Chicken Finger Tacos. So what makes a Zaxby's Chicken Finger Taco a Zaxby's Chicken Finger Taco? Well, they took their famous chicken fingers and sauced them up in a soft tortilla shell. And because this is Zaxby's, you can get them in 3 flavors you'll love, like Chipotle Ranch, Avocado Bacon, or their all-new Buffalo Blue. Taco night hits different at Zaxby's. Zaxby's Chicken Finger Tacos. Get some today. Who's got the sauce? Zaxby's.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Accurate Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Set to battle the Sabres. Blue Jackets hockey starts right now.
Welcome to Columbus Blue Jackets hockey. This is the Toyota pregame show, brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Visit Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Zach Werenski gets it to Damon Severson. He finds Cole Sillinger on the left wing side, gives to Marchenko with a shot, and he scores! Kirill Marchenko pulled the trigger quickly. He put it off the glove of Vasilevsky, and it goes into the net.
Blue Jackets hockey is also presented by Cameron Mitchell Restaurants. Reserve now at CameronMitchell.com. Cleveland Cliffs and Worthington Steel. Pass it forward. And by Bread Financial, the official financial services partner of your Columbus Blue Jackets. Today's game is being brought to you locally by
Bobcat Enterprises in Hilliard and Reynoldsburg. Bobcat Equipment. Built tough, priced right. By your Central Ohio Volkswagen dealers. And by Atlas Butler Plumbing and Drain Cleaning Services. Your flagship home for the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Fan. Ohio sports destination.
With a Toyota pregame show, here's Dylan Tyre.
Preseason game number 3. Great to have you along with me this Tuesday night ahead of the Blue Jackets' first road trip of this 2025 preseason. Remember, they've played 2 games already, going 1-1. Sunday evening, they knocked off the St. Louis Blues 4-1 inside Nationwide Arena. Last night, they were shut out 4-0 by the same Buffalo Sabres team they play this evening. Instead of being at home, the Blue Jackets have made the flight to Buffalo, and tonight they will drop the puck at the KeyBank Center against the Sabres. It'll be a young lineup for the Blue Jackets this evening. Lots of different prospects, American Hockey League players looking to make an impression. Luca Del Bel Belluz is one of those guys. That name should be plenty familiar to you. Luca came up when Sean Monahan was hurt during the regular season last year, and he filled in admirably. Well, he picked up where he left off in the preseason. He had a goal and an assist in the Blue Jackets 4-1 over St. Louis on Sunday, so he's trying to lead the way for the Blue Jackets tonight in Buffalo. One guy that will not be in the Blue Jackets lineup this evening is defenseman Denton Mateychuk as we take a peek at the Ohio Health Injury Report. Ohio Health, official health care provider of your Columbus Blue Jackets. Mateychuk right now dealing with a groin injury. It's considered minor, and he has been skating on his own. Another defenseman to look out for in tonight's game is Damon Hunt. He's a player, just like Luca Del Bel Belluz, looking to make an impression. Damon Hunt joins me after a quick break on the Blue Jackets Radio Network.
There's no place in hockey where you'll find more passion, more pride, and more boom. Where every game is a blast and every moment a thrill. Escape the ordinary and make some memories that hit as hard as the action on the ice. With the Columbus Dispatch Family Value Pack, presented by ABC6 and Fox 28 at BlueJackets.com/family.
Nobody has more all-wheel drive or electrified hybrid choices than Toyota, including the best-selling Camry. It's all hybrid all the time with available all-wheel drive. Now through September 30th, get 4.75 APR financing on any new 25 Camry or lease a Camry LE from just $279 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Welcome back to the Toyota pregame show. I'm Dylan Tyre with you ahead of the Blue Jackets preseason game in Buffalo tonight. It's preseason game number 3 of 7 for the CBJ, and so far they're off to a 1-1 start. They beat St. Louis 4-1 inside Nationwide Arena on Sunday, then played the same Sabres team last night at home, but were shut out by a final score of 4-0. Different looking lineup for the Blue Jackets tonight compared to what we saw yesterday. That includes on the blue line where Damon Hunt Hunt will see action in this one. He skated in the Blue Jackets' win over St. Louis on Sunday, so again trying to make a good impression this evening. Remember, Damon Hunt was part of the trade that the Blue Jackets sent David Juracek to the Minnesota Wild last December. Hunt came back. He's a former third-round draft pick by Minnesota, and he played last season with the Blue Jackets' AHL affiliate, the Cleveland Monsters. I bring up his name because earlier today I spoke with him in the Toyota pregame player interview brought to you by your Central Ohio Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Your first offseason as a member of the Columbus Blue Jackets organization, how'd you approach this one compared to years past?
I think it's a fresh start for me. Last year I wasn't able to attend the camp, getting traded in November, so fresh start. I'm familiar with the coaching staff a bit. I had Dean in Minnesota, so that's nice to have that connection there, but I don't think there's much different, honestly. My compete level has to be there. My details have to be there, but I'm excited. It's good to be in Columbus.
As far as it goes with the end of last season, were there conversations about what the Blue Jackets staff and the Monsters staff wanted you working on this offseason?
Yeah, for sure. There's always a couple things here and there. I think offensively I wasn't great last year, so I took the time this year to work on that skill, whether if it's walking the blue line, just working on those puck skills too. So I think from there, my defensive game is pretty complete. That's kind of my meat and potatoes. So just that offensive part I think can be cleaned up a little bit.
You mentioned that familiarity with the coaching staff, at least, having been with Dean Evison as a member of the Minnesota organization. It's not like you're brand new to this organization. You played with the Monsters last year, so how has it helped to at least have some familiar faces here to get you accustomed to Nationwide Arena?
Yeah, of course, it's huge. I actually have never been to the rink, so I visited here with Minnesota once, but that was it. So I think having Dean is really big. I'm comfortable around him. At the same time, he pushes us every single day, and I want to be my best every day. So again, not being here last year for camp and just going to Cleveland, it was it's not easy. So just to have a start here and see things, meet everybody, see the locker room. It's really great to see.
NHL training camps in general. Can you think back to maybe your first or second one and tell me how you approach camp now differently, if there are any changes?
You know what? Honestly, I don't think there is many differences. I think it just comes with experience and time. My first camp, I think I was 18 or 19, and you're around the big boys, and you're really nervous, a bit starstruck. So I think as time progresses here, I think I'll be good, and I love meeting new guys, and I'm already starting to feel like family after the first day here. So I'm happy where I'm at, and I'm happy after day one.
It sounds pretty good. Sounds like things are going well off the ice. As far as it goes on the ice, what do you want to prove? What do you want to showcase throughout this training camp?
I think the coaching staff and the management, they know what my game's about. So not overthinking it, just going out there and competing as hard as I can, doing my job to the best of my ability, being a really good teammate, and I hope the rest of it takes care of itself. I just think that it's day one. Stress levels are a bit high today walking into the rink, so from here on out I think it'll be a lot smooth sailing, and just go out there and do my thing.
Last thing from me, and very, very simply, how does it feel to be back out there with the guys?
It feels amazing. Skating on the big ice today was great. I haven't gotten to be it there yet, so again, happy to be here. I'm excited for camp, and go Jackets.
All right, Damon, thanks for this. Good luck out there.
Yeah, thank you.
That is Blue Jackets defenseman Damon Hunt. He and the CBJ battling the Sabres tonight in Buffalo. Preseason game number 3 for the Blue Jackets. Time for another quick break on the Toyota pregame show. Up next, we'll go beyond the numbers with Bread Financial on the Blue Jackets Radio Network.
Hockey just hits differently here in Columbus. That's why for 25 years and counting, we've celebrated hockey and heroes. Playing with heart and glory. Because rooting for the Jackets isn't just what we do, it's who we are. We are the Fifth Line. Don't miss a second of the action. Tickets available now at BlueJackets.com.
Toyota gives you the power of choice. Now through September 30th, get 4.75 APR financing on a stylish new 25 Corolla or 5.75 on Corolla Hybrid. Excludes Corolla Cross and GR Corolla. Or lease a gas-powered 25 Corolla LE for $199 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, want to hear something great? Right now at Wendy's, you can get 2 of the #1 selling bacon cheeseburger in all fast food, the JBC, plus medium fries and a medium soft drink for just $8. Want to hear something else great? Double the burger means double the bacon. Now that's a game changer. 2 of the #1 bacon cheeseburgers with fries and a drink for just $8. Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Request $8 JBC meal deal to obtain discount. Individual items at regular price.
Almost time to drop the puck tonight in Buffalo. It's the Blue Jackets taking on the Sabres in some preseason action. Before we get going, it's time to go beyond the numbers with Bread Financial, proud to be the official financial services partner of your Columbus Blue Jackets. Tonight's number is 4 because after this one, just 4 more preseason games remain. Head coach Dean Evison has said the Blue Jackets' top dogs will play in 3 preseason games, so that means we'll see players like Zach Werenski, Boone Jenner, and Sean Monahan soon. Before we wrap things up, let's take a quick look at the nationwide NHL schedule. Nationwide is on your side. Other games starting off at 7, the Rangers and the Bruins, the Blackhawks and the Red Wings, the Devils battle the Islanders, the Maple Leafs play host to the Senators, and the Flyers go to take on the Montreal Canadiens. Up next, Bob McElligott has the opening face-off on the Blue Jackets Radio Network.
There are tacos, and then there's Zaxby's Chicken Finger Tacos. So what makes a Zaxby's Chicken Finger Taco a Zaxby's Chicken Finger Taco? Well, they took their famous chicken fingers and sauced them up in a soft tortilla shell. And because this is Zaxby's, you can get them in 3 flavors you'll love, like Chipotle Ranch, Avocado Bacon, or their all-new Buffalo Blue. Taco night hits different at Zaxby's. Zaxby's Chicken Finger Tacos. Get some today. Who's got the sauce? Zaxby's.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now let's run payroll. What the? Hey girl, I'm you with more gusto. Nice. Who's that? New social media manager. Hired and onboarded with gusto. And spoiler, we're kind of famous now. Wait, we're famous? Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
Fox Tonight is the place for uncovering mysteries and memories.
I had a car accident. I lost 8 years of my life.
First, it's the season premiere of Murder in a Small Town.
Your success rate in solving major crimes is superb.
Surprises the heck out of me too sometimes. Then, it's the season premiere of the smash hit Doc.
You're having memories? They're just weird flashes. I need my life back. I will do whatever it takes.
Tonight, starting at 8 on Fox 28.
In Central Ohio, there are so many issues that develop during the day. Issues that affect you and your communities.
Our goal is to make a difference for you by getting you the answers you deserve.
We're on your side to find solutions.
To make sure you know first before the weather affects you.
More than 4,000.
Governor Mike DeWine announcing that both
tonight with this rain moving.
It starts with Central Ohio's only 10 p.m. newscast, Fox 28 News at 10.
Followed by ABC 6 News at 11. Always on your side.
Common Man here for Germain Lexus. It's fall or autumn, as the losers like to say. What does that mean in the car world? That means places like Germain Lexus want to clear out all of their 2025 inventory to make room for the 2026 models. And for you, the customer, that means big savings. Take advantage of their lack of space with aggressive pricing. They also have plenty of L-certified vehicles on the lot for the fall collection sales event. If you're in the market, please stop in and see my friends. Germain Lexus, 2 locations to serve you, Dublin and Easton, GermainLexus.com.
Let's go Jackets, your flagship home for the Columbus Blue Jackets.
WBNS FM, HD1 Columbus.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. The following is a presentation of the Columbus Blue Jackets. Get ready to lace up the skates and hit the ice. Columbus Blue Jackets hockey is on the air.
Trying to go back across the Barotov miss. Comes in front. Here's Johnson high slot with a shot. And he scores! KJ all day.
Today's game on the Columbus Blue Jackets radio network is being brought to you by Ohio Health, official healthcare provider of your Columbus Blue Jackets since day one. Brent Financial, the official financial services partner of your Columbus Blue Jackets. And by Cameron Mitchell Restaurants, reserved now at CameronMitchell.com. Today's game is being brought to you locally by
Bobcat Enterprises in Hilliard and Reynoldsburg. Bobcat Equipment. Built tough, priced right. By your Central Ohio Volkswagen dealers. And by Atlas Butler Plumbing and Drain Cleaning Services. Your flagship home for the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Fan. Ohio's sports destination.
Now settle in and take your seat at center ice with Bob McElligott.
It's time to put on your jackets. Tonight from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York, the National Hockey League presents preseason action between your Columbus Blue Jackets and the Buffalo Sabres. Welcome to Blue Jackets Hockey. I'm Bob McElligott. Well, the Blue Jackets are 1-1 in the preseason now. That's because last night they played their second game in as many days, and they played against this very same Buffalo Sabres team. They were shut out last night. The final score was 4-0 in the game. The Blue Jackets couldn't muster any offense against either goaltender that Buffalo put out there in last evening's game. Well, that's the bad news. Here's the good news. Tonight, it's a totally different Blue Jackets team that is playing in Buffalo. However, it's also a totally different Buffalo Sabres team that is going to be playing here this evening. So the Blue Jackets, without question, are going to have their work cut out for them as they try to get over the 500 mark in the preseason. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. They're being brought to you by Kroger. First of all, for the visiting Blue Jackets, on defense, it'll be Jake Christensen, and he'll play alongside of Charlie Ellick tonight. Up front, the wingers are Zach Aston-Reese and Miles Wood, and Isaac Lundestrom will make the start at center. Now the starting lineup for the Buffalo Sabres on defense, Rasmus Dahlin will be alongside of Matthias Samuelsson. Up front, we've got the big boys in tonight, no question. Tage Thompson and Zach Benson will play on the wings, and Josh Norris is going to make the start at center tonight. Time now to go between the pipes, which is being presented by Advanced Drainage Systems. ADS is a global leader in the production of environmentally friendly solutions to responsibly manage water. At ADS, they are helping the world to manage our most precious resource. Blue Jackets are going to go with Ivan Fedotov for a second time in 3 days. Fedotov got the win against the St. Louis Blues on Sunday evening at Nationwide Arena. The big 6'7", 214-pound goaltender just acquired a short time ago from the Philadelphia Flyers in exchange for a 6th-round draft pick. On the other side, Alex Lyon is going to make the starting goal for the Buffalo Sabres tonight. Alex Lyon signed as a free agent with Buffalo, coming over from Detroit, where he had a good season last year. 6'1", 199 pounds. Both goaltenders that are starting this game expected to play the first two periods tonight before giving way to their backups. So it's the Blue Jackets and Sabres, part 2, this time on the shores of Lake Erie. The opening face-off is coming your way next on the Columbus Blue Jackets Radio Network.
We've all got it, you know, that one crazy thing you've always wanted to do, that bucket list goal. Then a cancer diagnosis, and that one thing still goes according to plan. I would know I'm getting my first tattoo right now, while my 3 beautiful daughters laugh hysterically at me. 58 years old, 4 years of cancer-free checkups at Ohio Health. Go ahead and get a picture, girls. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans.
Toyota has more all-wheel drive or electrified hybrid choices than anyone else, like the family-size Highlander and the bigger, more powerful Grand Highlander. Now through September 30th, get a new 25 Highlander or Grand Highlander with 4.75 APR financing. Or you can get 5.75 APR financing on hybrid models with approved credit through TFS. Plus, you get 2 years no-cost maintenance. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Being a victim of medical malpractice can affect every part of your world. Elk & Elk knows this, and it's why we're there for every client, every day. Call Elk & Elk at 1-800-ELK-OHIO.
The Blue Jackets, Greif, and Ohio Health have teamed up with Central Ohio Schools to bring the Power Play Challenge to 2nd through 5th grade classrooms. This free hockey-themed wellness program has helped reach over 57,000 kids in the fight against childhood obesity. To learn more, visit BlueJackets.com/PowerPlayChallenge.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Tammy Clune with the Star-Spangled Banner here from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. Just about set to get this game underway between the Blue Jackets and the Buffalo Sabres. The Blue Jackets wearing their road uniforms tonight. The white jersey with the Union blue and red trim, the red pants, white socks, and white helmets. Buffalo Sabres are in their home royal blue jerseys with gold trim, blue pants, blue socks, blue helmets for them. The Blue Jackets will be skating from right to left here in the opening period. The officials for tonight's game is assigned by the National Hockey League. The referees are Brandon Blandina and Bo Halkitis, and the linesmen are Brad Kovacic and Tyson Baker. Blue Jackets looking for some offense tonight. They couldn't find any last night. Now, they had a good game on Sunday, put up 4 against the St. Louis Blues in a 4-1 victory, but then were shut out last night 4-0 by the Sabres squad that came to Nationwide Arena. This is a more experienced group of Sabres players out here tonight for Buffalo, as the Blue Jackets send Isaac Lundestrom out to center ice to take the opening face-off against Josh Norris. So everybody just making sure that they're where they're supposed to be. The referees checking with the timekeeper to make sure that it's time to drop the puck. It is. The puck is down, and the Sabres control the opening draw. Buffalo initially turned it over in the neutral zone, but the puck bounced free and comes back to Rasmus Dahlin. He'll put it into the left wing corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Charlie Ellick working on his man, but Tage Thompson has the puck, gets it out to the blue line. A huge one-time shot by Dahlin, the captain of the Buffalo Sabres, stopped by Ivan Fedotov. He has to make his first save 18 seconds into the opening period, and Jake Christensen gets involved with a little pushing and shoving right at the end of the play. Jake Christensen getting involved with that in that shoving match with a guy that he knows pretty well, and that is Zach Benson. Zach Benson and Jake Christensen, both British Columbia natives. So they get a little exchange pleasantries. Let's say it that way. That's what the official term is for it. Just as this one gets going here tonight, Lundestrom to take another face-off. Josh Norris wins it. Sabres over at the left point. Samuelson with a wrist shot. That one deflected wide. Sabres get the rebound off the boards, try to feed it in front, and Fedotov is there to cover it up. So Ivan Fedotov, 6'7". He covers that crease extremely well. I mean, there's not a lot of room to shoot, and that time they're just trying to slide that puck through the blue paint. And Fedotov just shut it down. Very simple. Nothing fancy about it whatsoever. Once again, Norris and Lundestrom. They've only been out there for 26 seconds. And we've had a couple of stoppages, so no need for anybody to make a line change early. Although Norris is waved out of the faceoff. Tage Thompson will take the draw for Buffalo now. Thompson, huge right-handed shot, and he ties up Lundestrom. And the Sabres, well, they had the puck, they lost the puck, and now Jake Christensen taps it behind his own net for Charlie Ellick. Up the right wing side goes Ellick with the puck. Zach Aston Reese can't clear it out, but a good play right at the blue line by Lundestrom to knock that puck off the stick of Tage Thompson and force the Sabres to dump it in and reset. And that will allow the Blue Jackets to pick this puck up. Charlie Ellick finding Miles Wood, who comes flying up the right wing side. Wood, in his first action of the preseason and his first action as a Blue Jacket, puts it to the blue line, and a quick shot taken there by Caleb McDonald, and that one knocked down on its way to the net. Puck is all the way back out to the neutral zone, and the Sabres are going to take it over there. Now over on the far wall, Damon Hunt passes across to Caleb McDonald. McDonald, he was going to make a pass, and then he changed his mind at the very last second. Constant Hellenius was putting some pressure on him, and that's what made him change his mind. Now it's going to be Hellenius in the right wing corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Puts it around behind the net and over to the far side. Ryan McLeod is there. McLeod gets stepped into by Damon Hunt. Blue Jackets take the puck, roll it around to the near wall, have a chance to clear it out, and that's exactly what Mikhail Putia will do. He gets it out to the red line. Luca Del Bel-Belouz with it. Pass on the right wing side, and a quick shot got deflected off a stick, and it winds up going over the glass and out of play. Hudson Fasching was the guy shooting that puck on the good feed from Luca Del Bel-Belouz. So the Blue Jackets come down the ice, try to create a scoring chance, but that puck never does get on net. And so both teams are going to once again make a line change. Just 18-18 left in the first period, so we're only a minute and 42 seconds into this thing. Brendan Gaunce is out to take the face-off, and he'll lose it to the Buffalo Sabres. Jacob Bryson lifts the puck out to the neutral zone. The Blue Jackets knock it down and dump it right back in. Roman Ashan chasing. Alex Lyon, the goaltender for the Sabres tonight, puts it over onto the far wall. Stanislav Svozil will get it back out in the neutral zone. Svozil handing it off. Oiva Keskinen tried to pass through traffic, couldn't do it, but that puck does take a bounce in his favor. It wound up back on his stick, and he risks it in behind the Buffalo net. The Sabres quickly clear it out up the right wing boards. Jake Christensen inside of his own zone for the Blue Jackets, played off the backhand over to the far wall, and now it's going to be carried in on the left wing side. Ryland Mosley for the Blue Jackets dumped it in. The Sabres get to it first. Blue Jackets try to hold at the blue line. Christensen wanted to shoot it in deep, and it actually hit one of the Buffalo Sabres, and that was Tyler Kopf that the puck went off his body. And so Christensen couldn't get it to go where he wanted to. But the Blue Jackets do have it back into the Buffalo zone now, and it's Christensen on the left wing side. At the left point, goes to the middle of the ice. Charlie Ellick gets run into and knocked off the puck. Back out to Ellick, who just shoots it from the blue line. He didn't get it on net, but he gets it down low. Mosley with a shot. That save is made by Alex Lyon. Bouncing puck, the Blue Jackets get it back again. Getting plenty of pressure, and a wrist shot from the right wing side, taken by Miles Wood, is denied. And the Sabres getting the rebound from that shot, finally come up to the red line and lift the puck to the right wing corner of the Blue Jacket zone, and they will get a line change. The Blue Jackets had them hemmed in pretty well there for a long period of time, but Buffalo's able to get out of it without giving up a goal. Miles Wood goes into the far corner, and going right there with him is Matthias Samuelsson. They are locked up, and coming out with the puck are the Buffalo Sabres. But Wood now changes the script on that. He steals it right back. Got it to Zach Aston Reese, who tried to jam it around the boards. It comes off a stick and deflects up and out of play. So we'll get a face-off with 16:27 to go here in the first period. Each team has one shot on goal, but a lot of the activity has been taking place along the boards, behind the net, in the neutral zone. No really good early scoring chances and quality looks for either team here so far. Josh Norris back out to take the faceoff. Isaac Lundestrom opposing him in the right wing circle of the Sabres end, and now Lundestrom gets waved out. He jumped a bit early. He didn't like the fact that he got waved out, and he let the linesman know about it. Zach Aston Reese now on the faceoff. He loses it. Connor Timmins, defenseman for the Sabres, gets it up the right wing side. Tage Thompson across the ice, and this one will be dumped in by Jacob Bryson. Puck is inside of the Blue Jacket zone. Damon Hunt trying to clear it out. Hunt able to put it off a stick and back out to center ice. Very quickly, it's cut off by the Sabres, and they play it right back in. Caleb McDonald is chasing. He's got pressure from behind from Josh Norris. Able to hold Norris off, but the Sabres will get it back inside of the Blue Jacket zone. Over on the left point, a wrist shot, soft one toward the net, never made it through traffic. It is picked up by Zach Aston Reese and cleared out to the neutral zone. Isaac Lundestrom tried to get the puck deep, and it was bouncing just a little bit. And when he went to shoot it in, he only got a piece of the puck. And so it's going to be taken away by Connor Timmins, who is going to peel back inside of his own end and just give his team a chance to finish off a line change before starting the breakout up the left wing side. Rasmus Dahlin dumping the puck in from the red line. Stanislav Svozil goes into the near corner. Going in there with him is his defense partner tonight, Dyson Mayo. Mayo trying to dig that puck free. The Sabres have a man in there, but the Blue Jackets take control of the puck. Hudson Fasching to the middle of the ice. Mikhail Putia in over the blue line on the right wing side. A little bit of a delay in that call, but it is an offside call against the Blue Jackets with 15-12 to go here in the first period. Putia was trying to tiptoe along the line there because there was a player in front of him, and he wanted to enter the zone. He wasn't sure he was going to be able to do it on a straight line, so he shifted just for a moment, and in that moment was when Hudson Fasching went over the blue line across the ice on the left wing side. So the puck is in the neutral zone. The Blue Jackets have control of it. Luca Del Bel Baluz wristed in behind the net into the right wing boards. Putia got a stick in there trying to keep it alive, but it bounced over that stick, and now it's back out through the neutral zone as Buffalo will force it deep into the Blue Jackets' end. Charlie Ellick, first guy there. Finds Jake Christensen. Christensen tried to clear it out, couldn't do it. Gets it back to Ellick behind the net. And the Blue Jackets move it to the middle. Brendan Gaunce pulled up. Now he feeds Christensen. Up the ice it comes, and Jake will flip it to the right wing corner of the Sabres end. Bouncing puck. Keskinen settles it down, gives to Brendan Gaunce. Across the ice, Jake Christensen. Long wrist shot and a glove save made by Alex Lyon. And Lyon holds on to this. That's a good shot by Jake Christensen. And I'll tell you something. That's what he has been doing throughout this camp. He is just taking shots, and he hasn't been shy about it whatsoever. Roman Ashan was set up in front of the net, tried to get his stick on that puck and deflected a little bit. That was the other reason that Lyon just held on to it, because he knows Ashan is there. So you can't drop it, you can't misplay it, because there's somebody that might make you pay for that. Sabres win the faceoff. Dahlin behind his own net. Ashan putting the forechecking pressure on. Dahlin's going to launch it all the way up the ice. And it's going to be an icing call. He tried to hit a teammate at the Blue Jackets blue line, and he couldn't get it onto Zach Benson's stick. So the Blue Jackets will choose which side they want to take the draw from, and they've already chosen to take it from the left wing side. Max McHugh out there to take the face-off. McHugh playing for a second straight night. Played last night, fought with former Blue Jacket Josh Dunn. Dunn not in the lineup tonight for the Buffalo Sabres. McHugh tied up off the draw. Buffalo has the puck. They move it to the far wall, and then Benson turns it over. But that only lasted for a moment because the favor was returned by Ryland Mosley, who lost control of the puck. And now it's Buffalo skating it up ice and into the Blue Jacket zone. Wrist shot by Tage Thompson off the blocker of Ivan Fedotov. Back around behind the net. The puck was off the ice, and so Thompson couldn't knock it down. It does get out to the right point. Shot toward the net gets blocked by Charlie Ellick. And again, Ellick's a big guy. Like, for him to block a shot, sometimes all he has to do is stay still. It's really simple because of the size that he has. McHugh on the end boards in his own zone. Thompson steals the puck away from him. Puts it over to Rasmus Dahlin. Dahlin fighting with the puck, but he finally settles it near the blue line. His wrist shot goes wide left. Puck into the right wing corner. McHugh again working over his man. That's Benson. Tage Thompson gets the puck, and he couldn't get a shot away. Mosley did a nice job of getting the body on him before he could shoot. Now it's Dahlin who takes a shot. Fedotov was partially screened there, but still able to make the save. And the Blue Jackets get the rebound and toss it all the way back into the Buffalo zone. 13-10 to go in period number one. A 0-0 game here in Buffalo as the Sabres play it in on the left wing side. Comes off the glass and right to Caleb McDonald. McDonald, the Blue Jackets defenseman. Outlet pass up the left wing side. It hit Miles Wood in the skate, and it bounces right back to the Buffalo Sabres. Connor Timmins will play it in deep. McDonald goes to get it again. Puck is loose on the far wall. Who's going to get it? It's going to be the Blue Jackets. They play it off the stick of Miles Wood. Wood trying to just power through Connor Timmins, who may get an interference call here, and it looks like he will. Miles Wood just kept driving the legs, and he couldn't get to where he wanted to go, and the Blue Jackets are about to go on the AEP power play. 12:42 remaining here in the opening period. Blue Jackets nothing, Sabres nothing on the Columbus Blue Jackets radio network.
Elk & Elk is committed to helping everyone, including those who protect us. That's why we're proud to be the presenting partner of Military Salutes. We celebrate our nation's military members and thank them for their service. Elk & Elk, official partner of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
The Blue Jackets, Greif, and Ohio Health have teamed up with Central Ohio Schools to bring the Power Play Challenge to 2nd through 5th grade classrooms. This free hockey-themed wellness program has helped reach over 57,000 kids in the fight against childhood obesity. To learn more, visit bluejackets.com/powerplaychallenge.
You hear that crunch? It's not just any creamy crunch. It's cheesy to the edge crust that only comes from a Jets Detroit-style pizza. Hand-pressed dough topped with premium mozzarella, the freshest ingredients, and ladled with Mama Jet's secret sauce. Then baked to perfection in steel pans born on Motor City lines. I bet you're real hungry now. Go ahead. Visit jetspizza.com for daily hot deals. Jets. Better because it has to be.
Head down to the Arena District, your hockey headquarters. Catch some action on the ice at Nationwide Arena, or watch the game at one of the Arena District's 20 bars and restaurants. The Arena District is rocking nightly with live entertainment, awesome specials, and convenient parking. Live it up by coming early or staying late. The Arena District is the place to play, meet, eat, and celebrate. Get your game plan on at arenadistrict.com with a complete list of bars, restaurants, concerts, and game schedules. Go Jackets!
Your home of the Blue Jackets, the Fan.
Experience the thrill of Blue Jackets hockey and enter for a chance to win 2 tickets to the home opener against the New Jersey Devils, which will be on October the 13th. Grab your phone right now and text hockey to 26791 for your chance to win. Again, text hockey to 26791. Message and data rates may apply. Blue Jackets are on the AEP power play, first time in this game. Last night, that was something they didn't get the opportunity to do, skate with the man advantage. They win the faceoff. Luca Del Bel Belluz gets it out to Damon Hunt at the blue line. Back to Del Bel Belluz on the half-wall left wing side, trying to make a pass to Hudson Fasching, and the Sabres got a stick on that. They redirect it out to the neutral zone. It'll be played back into the Blue Jackets' end. Damon Hunt will carry. Hunt flips it back for Oiva Keskinen. Now to Luca Del Bel Belluz finding Miles Wood. Backhands it to the blue line. Damon Hunt. Right side. Skating in. Fasching. Doesn't take the shot. As a matter of fact, he tried to turn and pass it back to the blue line, and he lost control of the puck. Good job by Del Bel Belluz to knock down a clearing attempt, and then he takes a shot, and it just went wide to the left of the net. Keskinen trying to force it back to the blue line. Fasching comes over to help out to make sure that the Blue Jackets maintain their control. The Sabres trying to get multiple bodies on the puck handler here. As it's sent around behind the net to the left wing corner, Del Bel Belluz over to Miles Wood, trying to flip it out into the left wing circle. He couldn't find Hudson Fasching, and the puck is cleared all the way down the length of the ice, and the Blue Jackets will make a change, and so will the Buffalo Sabres with 55 seconds remaining in this power play chance for the Blue Jackets. Svozil with the puck. Off the backhand, he will drop it. Isaac Lundestrom carrying this puck up the ice on the left wing side. He finds Zach Aston Reese. Back to Lundestrom in the left wing corner of the Sabres end. Again, there are 2 men there to try to steal that puck away, and they do. Josh Norris can't clear the zone, though. Jake Christensen keeps it alive. Over to Svozil, standing center point. He holds that puck. Looks on the left. Lundestrom. Back to Svozil. He's got some room. He takes a shot, and the room went away. They shut down the lane. The shot got blocked. Lundestrom gets it back. He's on the left wing boards. Gets it to the blue line. Svozil right side. Christensen with a shot. Save made. Gauntz with a rebound shot. And he couldn't stuff it through the pads of Alex Lyon. He makes a save and he holds on. Just great push by the Blue Jackets. Just a great job of putting keeping the pressure on right there on the power play. Doing things like knocking down clearing attempts. Holding the puck at the blue line. Finding a way to skate away from a little bit of traffic and make the short pass so that you can spring somebody into a spot where there's some room. They did all of that on that shift. Only 17 seconds remains in the power plays. Lundestrom is tied up from the draw. Still looking for the puck. One of the Sabres has fallen down, and the puck, I believe, is underneath him. And finally, we are going to get a whistle. That took a long time to blow that whistle. Well, maybe not as long as I thought, because only 3 seconds have ticked off the clock. Jake Leschyshyn is the guy that had been knocked down to the ice. Leschyshyn stepping in to take the face-off against Brendan Gauntz. And Leschyshyn wins it, and the Sabres are going to clear it down the ice. And in doing so, they will kill off the remaining time on this Blue Jackets power play. So the Blue Jackets are 0 for 1 with the man advantage. And Svozil will come up to the red line. He keeps coming right into the Buffalo zone. He takes a shot, and that wrist shot just did go high and over top of the crossbar. And I think Alex Lyon was a little bit late in getting the glove up there, too. So he's lucky that shot was not on target. He's not late this time as Caleb McDonald fires it from the left wing boards. Lyon makes the glove save, and he holds on. So we'll have a face-off coming in the left wing circle here. Sabres are making a change. Blue Jackets are staying with Max McHugh. That's who's going to take the face-off for the Blue Jackets. He's out there with Rylan Mosley. Blue Jackets win the draw. They send a shot toward the net. It deflected off of Alex Lyon's stick, just wide. Max McHugh tied up on the end boards, pinching down the left wing wall is Caleb McDonald to keep it alive. Back to Mosley, and a backhanded centering feed by McHugh. He couldn't find anybody. Jason Zucker will take it away for the Buffalo Sabres. And the outlet pass finds its way up the left wing side. Zucker's got it back, comes right side. There was open net there, and there's a penalty coming against the Blue Jackets as well. But missing the open net was Consta Hellenius. And the Blue Jackets are going to be shorthanded with 9:52 to go here in the first period. Blue Jackets nothing and the Sabres nothing on the Columbus Blue Jackets Radio Network.
There are tacos, and then there's Zaxby's Chicken Finger Tacos. So what makes a Zaxby's Chicken Finger Taco a Zaxby's Chicken Finger Taco? Well, they took their famous chicken fingers and sauced them up in a soft tortilla shell. And because this is Zaxby's, you can get them in 3 flavors you'll love, like Chipotle Ranch, Avocado Bacon, or their all-new Buffalo Blue. Taco night hits different at Zaxby's. Zaxby's Chicken Finger Tacos. Get some today. Who's got the sauce? Zaxby's.
It's going to be a good day, and it's going to be big. With the biggest morning news team in Central Ohio, Good Day Columbus. The biggest news, weather, and traffic in town every day. Bringing you over 5 hours of breaking news, live reports, and continuing coverage, and stories that'll make you smile. First Warning Weather gets you ready for the day ahead, and Steer Clear Team Traffic will get you to work on time. Good Day Columbus, weekday mornings on ABC 6. It's going to be a good day.
In Columbus, how you roll up on game day matters. And with Polestar are redefining the driving experience. The Polestar 3 isn't just an electric SUV. It's an SUV that drives like a sports car. Precise, powerful, silent enough to hear the crowd before you see the stadium. Drive it today at Polestar Columbus. Or visit polestarcolumbus.com for a test drive and to learn about our competitive lease offers.
This is the flagship station of the Columbus Blue Jackets, 97.1 The Fan.
$9:52 left in the first period in Buffalo. 0-0 between the Blue Jackets and the Sabres. And right now it's time to play some CBJ Radio trivia. You can respond to @CBJ Radio on X for a chance to win a pair of tickets to tomorrow's game against the Penguins. I'll be announcing the winner during the post-game show. Blue Jackets defensemen Damon Hunt and Denton Matejchuk were teammates before joining the CBJ organization. Where did those two play together? Get the correct team and send it to @CBJ Radio on X. Here's Bob McElligott.
Blue Jackets are on the Vector Security penalty kill. Sabres win the draw inside of the Blue Jacket zone. Rasmus Dahlin with the puck goes left side to Tage Thompson. He'll skate it out beyond the high slot, put it back on the left. There's a shot. Save is made. The rebound is free. The Sabres have it. And a one-time shot taken. And that one missed the net. Fedotov had lost his stick. Ryan McLeod still took that shot, and he missed the net. And the Blue Jackets come up the ice, and it's actually a nice job by Zach Aston Reese to buy an extra couple of seconds by knocking the puck off the stick of the Buffalo Sabres for just a moment. Now it's Tage Thompson again. Angles into the Blue Jackets' end, left wing side, immediately drops it for Jason Zucker. Zucker trying to go back down into the left wing corner to Tage Thompson. It went beyond him. Charlie Ellick will find Miles Wood. Wood to the middle of the ice to Brendan Gauntz. And Gauntz will chip it off the red line, or chip it off the boards at the red line. That's much more precise. Gets it deep into the Buffalo zone. And now the Sabres will set up their next rush as the Blue Jackets are almost halfway through the penalty kill already. Josh Norris leaving the puck on the right wing side for Tage Thompson. Thompson brings it in, takes a shot. He just pulled it in toward the body and then shot it wide of the net. Blue Jackets with a short-handed chance. Mikhail Putia with a steal. He comes in and he lost control of the puck just before he could take the shot. Well, he was trying to set up exactly what he was going to do, and the puck didn't wait for him to make up his mind. It rolled off his stick. And Buffalo now ices the puck. And the faceoff comes back into their end. But a great opportunity there for Mikhail Putia. Eyes lit up in the neutral zone because that's where that whole play began. And he saw that puck was going to come free, and he knew he had an opportunity. But as he got down toward the front of the net, and he was trying to stick handle and figure out what he was going to do. The puck just rolled away, and so that scoring chance goes by the wayside. In the meantime, 30 seconds is what's left in the power play for the Buffalo Sabres. 0-0 game here in the first period. Rasmus Dahlin drops one back, and now it's going to be dumped in by Buffalo. Jake Christensen trying to wrap that puck up along the boards. And you hold it there because you're trying to kill off every second you can on the power play for Buffalo. Sabres will pull the puck out of a crowd, but then they cough it right up to Luca Del Belbaluz, and Damon Hunt is about to come back out on the ice. Here he comes, and we're back to 5-on-5. So each team has taken a penalty, and each team has killed off that penalty. Mosley to the middle of the ice. Dyson Mayo will put this puck in behind the Buffalo net. Alex Lyon comes out just to stop it for the defense. They'll send it up the left wing boards and right back out to the neutral zone. Svozil back into his own end for the Blue Jackets. Moves it around to the near side. Good job to put that one off the wall and out. Max McHugh, a nice little play there. Putting the Buffalo Sabres all the way back into their own end. Mosley with the puck out to the right point. Damon Hunt sends it into the right wing corner. Puck is played behind the Buffalo Sabres net. Now back out to the blue line. Damon Hunt. He's got no room in front of him. Mason Geertsen, who is huge in stature, just came right up to him and took all of the space away. Sabres coming back on the counterattack with a long wrist shot that misses the Blue Jackets net. Hunt with the puck for the Blue Jackets, and this will be cleared all the way back to the Buffalo Sabres blue line. 6:42 to go here in period number one. Each team has had a power play. Neither team has capitalized either on the power play or at even strength so far. So Blue Jackets make a steal right at their own blue line. Knock that puck back out to center ice. Picked up on the right wing side. And Miles Wood will get it and take a shot, and it went off the stick of Alex Lyon. Popped up in the air. He grabs it with a glove, and he holds on. So we've got a face-off coming inside of the Buffalo zone. 6:25 is what remains here in period number one. Make sure you get your Blue Jackets ticket plan for this upcoming season. You can choose the matchups that you want. The plans start at just 11 games, and you can save up to 40%. Plus, there are flexible payment options and bonus tickets for family and friends. Learn more by going to bluejackets.com/ticket plans. Sabres bring it out of their own zone. Blue Jackets try to get it back in the neutral zone, but couldn't. It is picked up by Ryan McLeod, and he will send it behind the Blue Jackets net. Good job just to nudge it to the near wall. Zach Aston Reese couldn't clear it out. Good work there by Jake Christensen. He used the body on Consta Helenius to knock him right off the puck. And the Blue Jackets have cleared it all the way back inside of the Buffalo Sabres end. Under 6 minutes to go here in the first period. Charlie Ellick missing on a hip check. And the Sabres pass one out to the high slot. Here's a one-time shot by Rasmus Dahlin. And that one deflected and missed the net. Puck around to the near corner. Roman Ashan for the Blue Jackets went to make a play. Fell down, but Stanislav Svozil gets the puck. Moves it ahead to Brendan Gauntz. Back to Svozil, who will drop it for Ashan. Tried to play it through a defender. Couldn't. Gets it back. Takes a shot, and the save is made by Lyon. I'll tell you what, Roman Ashan, that was some good work right there, because that play could have been dead even as he was crossing in over the blue line, but he wouldn't let it die. He just kept on fighting to gain control of the puck, and eventually he gets a shot on net, but Alex Lyon is there to make that stop and hold on. 5:21 to go in the first period. Blue Jackets nothing, Sabres nothing on the Columbus Blue Jackets Radio Network.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
You can use your phone to buy tickets to a Blue Jackets game. You can use it to connect with other Fifth Line fans. You can even use it to take a selfie after a goal. But one place you should never use your phone is behind the wheel. Fines start at $150. So remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up. Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Trax.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV.
Lightning Round Champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Your home of the Blue Jackets, the Fan.
5:21 to go in the first period at the KeyBank Center, and it's a 0-0 game between the Blue Jackets and Sabres. Other action on the nationwide NHL scoreboard. The Rangers and Bruins are all square at 1 goal apiece. 0-0 between the Red Wings and the Blackhawks. Then in Toronto, the Maple Leafs are on top of the Senators 1-0. Same score in New Jersey. It's the Devils 1 and the Islanders zip. Then Montreal with a quick 2-0 lead over the Philadelphia Flyers. Here's Bob McElligott.
The Jackets send a long shot in on Alex Lyon, and he turns it away. Rasmus Dahlin behind the net, able to get away from a check from Luca Del Belbaluz. Del Belbaluz put the body on him, and then he lost his balance. Tage Thompson back the other way, taking a wrist shot from the right wing side. And this time it's Ivan Fedotov with a save. Thompson's got it again, tries to dish it to Dahlin in the high slot area. Back to the blue line. Matthias Samuelsson with a shot. That one deflected, but Fedotov still had enough of his body in position to make the save. And the puck will be lifted back out through the neutral zone. Some good touch on that puck by Mikhail Putia to make sure that it didn't go far enough to result in an icing call. 4:29 to go here in the first period. Shots on goal favor the Blue Jackets 10-5 over the Buffalo Sabres, although nobody has gotten a goal so far tonight. Buffalo trying to send that puck into the Blue Jacket zone. That one got blocked, and they're forced all the way back into their own end. Blue Jackets try to tighten up again at their own blue line, which they do. But the puck comes across to the right side. Here's a shot that got blocked. And a nice job there, not only blocking the shot by Ryland Mosley, but then carrying it all the way up into the Buffalo end. Sabres get it, try to clear. Damon Hunt knocked it down with a glove initially, but Buffalo will get it back again. And it's Mosley near his own blue line that gets it, puts it over to Jake Christensen, and Christensen, without hesitation, skates up to the red line and dumps that one right back into the Sabres zone. Zach Aston Reese takes a hit, but he still was able to make a pass, and a quick wrist shot is turned away by Lyon. Alex Lyon getting tested quite a bit here in this period. 12 shots is what he's turned aside thus far. And here comes Connor Timmins into the Blue Jacket zone. He just kind of, because he didn't have anything else to do, quite frankly, he just threw a puck off the forehand to the net. It didn't have any velocity on it. It was an easy catch for Ivan Fedotov. And I think sometimes you come up the ice and you look at it, and you're a defenseman, you're up on the play, your forwards need a change, and so you just toss it in on the goaltender, let him make the save and hold on, and then you can get that fresh group out there on the ice, and that's what Buffalo has done right now. Ryan McLeod tied up on the face-off, and coming over to help him, Jason Zucker. Zucker plays it out to the right point. Puck is drug along the blue line. Now they put it on the left wing side. Back across to Zucker with a one-timer from the right wing circle. And that one missed the net. McLeod plays it back around behind the net. Charlie Ellick gets there. Ellick able to clear it out to the neutral zone. I wasn't sure that one would make it, but it did. Miles Wood steps across the Buffalo blue line. And then he gives this puck to Zach Aston Reese. Aston Reese made a pass that got intercepted. And Costa Hellenius just avoiding a check from Charlie Ellick. Ellick was trying to size him up for a couple of strides there, but he missed on the check. In the meantime, here's a long shot from the blue line, punched off the blocker of Fedotov. Puck is picked up over on the far wall. Ryan Johnson's got it. Johnson with a shot. That one deflects off bodies. Miles Wood inside of his own end for the Blue Jackets, just trying to clear, and he did. And he cleared it off of Buffalo Sabres stick, which means there is no icing as the puck comes all the way down the length of the ice. So nice job by Miles Wood. He just saw a little opening, tried to jam the puck through there, and it gets touched, and that'll work out just fine. Dyson Mayo for the Blue Jackets looking for a pass up the right wing side. Didn't connect with Roman Ashan, but hustling up the ice, Oiva Keskinen darn near got to that puck. He made sure there wasn't going to be icing, I can tell you that. That was key on that particular play. Blue Jackets couldn't hold the puck in the zone. It's Keskinen now under pressure from two Buffalo Sabres. They finally take it away, and then they give it right back to Dyson Mayo. Mayo off the backhand, across the ice on the right wing side. Blue Jackets are going to be offside on themselves. That puck kind of checked up And Roman Sean slid across the blue line before he had possession of that puck. So there's just 1 minute and 49 seconds remaining here in the first period. Blue Jackets are 0 for 1 on the power play. So are the Buffalo Sabres. Sabres have done a lot better job winning faceoffs than the Blue Jackets have. Sabres have won 12 of the first 17 faceoffs in this game. Blue Jackets are doing a little bit better in blocking shots, though. 5-3, they have the advantage there. Puck is sent into the Blue Jacket zone from the red line. Damon Hunt got there and had problems settling it on his stick. Josh Norris, he comes over, and he's going to be wrapped up immediately and put to the boards. Puck is cleared right back out to the neutral zone, and the Sabres will come to get it. Jacob Bryson. Guy's got a lot to play for this year, quite frankly, because they signed him to a 1-year extension. He hasn't really panned out to be the defenseman that they want him to be. Right now he's probably looking at being a 7th guy, as there's a delayed penalty coming against the Blue Jackets as we get down just about inside the final minute of period number 1. Ryan McLeod has the puck, and he puts it on the left wing boards to Jason Zucker. And Zucker is stepped into by Max McHugh, who gets control of the puck. And now the holding call will be assessed. And the Blue Jackets once again will be on the Vector Security penalty kill.
Columbus penalty number 94, 2-minute minor for holding.
So that is Caleb McDonald. And he's a defenseman who is now in the box. Second power play chance for Buffalo in this game. Josh Norris taking the face-off against Isaac Lundestrom. Norris wins it. Dahlin with a puck. Looks left side. Tage Thompson. It bounced momentarily. He'll settle it down. Top of the left wing circle is Thompson. Plays it to the bottom of the circle to McLeod. Back out to Dahlin. Over to the right side. Shot taken by Norris. And it is stopped by Fedotov. So Josh Norris trying to go inside the far post. And Fedotov with a 6'7" frame kicked out that right pad. He's able to keep that puck out of the net. Josh Norris was traded from the Ottawa Senators back in March of this year, along with Jacob Bernard Dockert, a defenseman. That was a trade that sent Dylan Cousins the other way. We get a whistle right off the draw here. Norris trying to step back in and take the face-off. They're telling him, no, you were waved out. McLeod's out there with this power play situation. He wins the draw. Dahlin goes left side. Quick one-timer by Thompson. Stopped by Fedotov. Thompson gets it back as Miles Wood couldn't clear the zone off the backhand. Now it's Ryan McLeod out to the blue line. Rasmus Dahlin. He takes a look. He's still looking. He passes back on the half-wall right wing side to Norris. Top of the circle is where he goes, down to the bottom of that right wing circle. Jason Zucker slide it back out to Norris, and he comes across the ice, and Brendan Gaunce just got a piece of that, and now Brendan Gaunce is going to rush up and take the puck. Short-handed, he's into the Buffalo end with a wrist shot that missed the net, hit off the glass, and went up into the netting over top of the glass. But Brendan Gaunce started all that just by tipping that pass, and then he had the opportunity to go to the far wall, push it free even further, and then rush it up the ice. But he didn't have time for anybody else to get involved in the play. He had to come in and take the shot. You either take it or you don't take it. And he took it. He didn't have a lot of time. Got it high and off the glass. And the face-off is in the Buffalo zone. 6.2 seconds left here in period number 1. Sabres win the draw, but Buffalo not going to try to push it at all here. They still have 1 minute and 3 seconds worth of power play time that will carry over into period number 2. So they are content to just go ahead and wait and see if there's something forthcoming on the power play for them when we get into the second period. In the meantime, not a bad period for the Blue Jackets in that first period. They do take 2 penalties, and this is that second power play that the Buffalo Sabres are on right now. But again, all in all, not a bad period. Just haven't gotten any goals. Outshot Buffalo in that period. Don't have any goals to show for it. So just got to keep on doing what they've been doing in the first 20 minutes of this one. It is Buffalo nothing and the Blue Jackets nothing. One period gone here at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York. Preseason action. You've got it right here on the Columbus Blue Jackets Radio Network.
Here are 5 reasons to buy your Blue Jackets ticket plans for the 25-26 season. 1. Choose the games you just gotta see. 2. Plans start at just 11 games. 3. Flexible payment plans. 4. Bonus tickets for friends and families. And 5. A ticket trade program for games you can't make. The time to act is now. Visit BlueJackets.com/tickets.
Elk & Elk is committed to helping everyone, including those who protect us. That's why we're proud to be the presenting partner of Military Salutes. We celebrate our nation's military members and thank them for their service. Elk & Elk, official partner of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
The Blue Jackets, Greif, and Ohio Health have teamed up with Central Ohio Schools to bring the Power Play Challenge to 2nd through 5th grade classrooms. This free hockey-themed wellness program has helped reach over 57,000 kids in the fight against childhood obesity. To learn more, visit BlueJackets.com/PowerPlay-Challenge.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Welcome to the Intermission Report. Here is Dylan Tyre with a recap of the first period.
20 minutes are in the books, in Buffalo, New York. The KeyBank Center, the site for preseason game number 3 for the Blue Jackets, and it's a 0-0 hockey game. Each team with opportunities on the power play there in period number 1. Nothing doing so far, but I bring up that power play because the Sabres will start the second period with 1 minute and 2 seconds on that man advantage. So a big kill for the Blue Jackets coming out of the intermission, and assuming they get that, they want to get the offense going. The offense wasn't there for the Blue Jackets last night. They lost at home to the Sabres 4-0, but more promising. Better start in this one. The Blue Jackets are outshooting Buffalo 12-10. The fastest shot for the Blue Jackets in that first period belonged to defenseman Jake Christensen. He let that one go at 84.9 miles per hour. That shot speed is a puck and player tracking stat brought to you by BBI Logistics. Some other numbers from the opening period. Face-offs badly in favor of the Buffalo Sabres. They won 76.2% of the draws compared to just 27.3% for the Blue Jackets. That number just got adjusted. 72.7% for Buffalo, 27.3% of the draws going the Blue Jackets' way. When it comes to the power play, CBJ 0 for 1, Buffalo 0 for 2. They are, though, halfway through their second power play opportunity. Then the hits, 12-7 in favor of Buffalo. Block shots, 5-3 going the Blue Jackets' way. And finally, our puck management numbers. Each team has 4 giveaways, and neither team has a takeaway so far in this one. The goaltenders perfect in the opening 20 minutes of play. Again, the Blue Jackets outshooting Buffalo 12-10. That means Ivan Fedotov has stopped 10 shots for the Blue Jackets, and on the other side of things, Alex Lyon has stopped 12 shots for the Buffalo Sabres. Time right now for a very quick break. Coming up, we are going to catch up with Blue Jackets forward Luca Del Bel Belluz. He flashed last season. He was one of the best players in the American Hockey League, and he is battling to make the Blue Jackets roster right now. He's playing tonight and skated 4 minutes and 56 seconds in that first period, one of the top ice times for Blue Jackets forwards in period number 1. Luca joins me after a break on the Blue Jackets Radio Network.
Bread Financial is proud to be the official financial services partner of your Columbus Blue Jackets. They provide simple, personalized payment, lending, and saving solutions From the Bread Cashback American Express credit card to high-yield savings and CDs to buy now, make that score now, pay later options, you'll find financial solutions for your budget and your goals, hockey or otherwise. Learn more at breadfinancial.com. And let's go Blue Jackets.
For 70 years, Worthington Steel has been a trusted name in steel processing, delivering strength across industries. From Columbus and facilities worldwide, we help shape the future of mobility, energy, and infrastructure. At Worthington Steel, strength isn't just in the steel we process. It's in our people, our communities, and the way we show up. Strong for our customers, strong for Columbus, strong for good. Learn more at worthingtonsteel.com.
Nobody has more all-wheel drive or electrified hybrid choices than Toyota. Now through September 30th, get 4.75 APR financing on a new 25 RAV4 or 5.75 on RAV4 Hybrid. Excludes plug-ins. Or lease a gas-powered RAV4 LE for $299 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Dylan Tyre back with you on the first intermission report through 20 minutes tonight in Buffalo. It is 0-0 between the Blue Jackets and the Sabres. Remember, Buffalo will start off the second period with 1 minute and 2 seconds of power play time. One of the Blue Jackets forwards tonight is Luca Del Bel-Belluz, a guy who was excellent when he was called up last season. He was one of the top players in the American Hockey League for the Blue Jackets affiliate there, the Cleveland Monsters, and he wants a spot this year. He is battling to make the Blue Jackets roster. I caught up with Luca a couple of days ago to see how he's feeling.
Just tell me, how'd you approach this offseason?
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty big one. Obviously, after last year, I was told some things I needed to work on over the summer, and in order to play, in the NHL. So, obviously, I took that to heart, and I wanted to do my best and, get stronger, get faster, and I thought I had a good summer and put a lot of work in.
All right, you just said you got told some things. Can you tell us what those were and what you worked on? Yeah,
I mean, they want to see me play with a little more grease and, win more puck battles and stuff like that and get a little faster. So that's kind of the main thing I was working on. I feel like I've done those things and I feel really good out there, so yeah.
You had a good season in the American League last year. You also got some time in the NHL and proved that you could play at this level. So, with that in your back pocket, what does that mean for you going forwards?
Yeah, I mean, it helps a lot. Just like being around the guys and, getting to know everybody. I feel really confident on the ice. I'm not really too shy to, get to the front of the line if I know the drill and go first, where before maybe I was a little more timid and, but now I feel comfortable.
All right, you just kind of talked about it there. If you can think back to maybe your first or second camp with the Blue Jackets, because you've been here for a few years now, how do you approach things differently now, maybe compared to then, whether it's the off-season leading up to camp or at camp itself?
I feel like I just talked about it. I mean, when I first got here, I was so scared to, say anything or ask questions or, be one of the first guys in line. It was just like I just wanted to watch and, I was kind of mesmerized where I should have just played hockey because that's what I was there for. I was drafted where I was drafted because of my hockey, so I should have just came in here and shown that.
Dean Evison and the coaching staff got to see you in the NHL last year. You're battling for a spot this year, so how do you think you can differentiate yourself throughout the preseason from maybe some of these other guys that are fighting for a spot? Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, I just got to play my game and show them that I did work on those things over the summer and, play hard like they want me to. And, I think if I do whatever they ask and how to their standard, I think I have a pretty good shot. All right, Luca, the last thing, simply, how does it feel to be back with the guys? It's awesome. I mean, you really miss it over the summer. Obviously, being home and with your family and friends is great, but you miss the camaraderie and everything around the room with the guys and just hanging out every day, going to dinners and whatnot. It's special. All right, Luca, thanks for this. Good luck out there. Thank you.
That's forward Luca Del Bel Belluz. He and the Blue Jackets currently in a 0-0 tie with the Buffalo Sabres after one period. It's time for another break on the first intermission report, but when we come back, we'll look at some other scores around the NHL on the Blue Jackets Radio Network.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
So I'm opening my own coffee shop.
I smell a caffeinated catastrophe.
And I needed menu boards and banners printed.
What you really needed was a reality check.
Staples really came through. They printed menus and signs, even flyers in time for my grand opening.
And that's when the other shoe dropped.
Not quite. I got $125 off my custom print order.
Cha-ching! For your business printing, Staples.
That was easy.
Now save up to $125 on custom print orders. Valid in-store and online. Ends 11/1. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
There are tacos, and then there's Zaxby's Chicken Finger Tacos. So what makes a Zaxby's Chicken Finger Taco a Zaxby's Chicken Finger Taco? Well, they took their famous chicken fingers and sauced them up in a soft tortilla shell. And because this is Zaxby's, you can get them in 3 flavors you'll love, like Chipotle Ranch, Avocado Bacon, or their all-new Buffalo Blue. Taco night hits different at Zaxby's. Zaxby's Chicken Finger Tacos. Get some today. Who's got the sauce? Zaxby's.
Now through September 30th, get 4.75 APR financing on a stylish new 25 Corolla or 5.75 on Corolla Hybrid. Excludes Corolla Cross and GR Corolla. Or lease a gas-powered 25 Corolla LE for $199 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. Green & Sons has all the Kubotas you need to tackle your land and come out a winner. They have zero turns, skid steers, tractors from 18 to 171 horsepower, and also utility vehicles. My favorite is my RTV Sidekick. The best thing about Green & Sons is they've been family owned and operated since 1970, and you will love dealing with the Green family and their winning team. Do what I did and check out Green & Sons located in Mount Sterling and Marysville or online at greenandsons.com for all your Kubota needs.
This is the flagship station of the Columbus Blue Jackets, 97.1 The Fan.
The first intermission report continues with a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by Nationwide Insurance. Nationwide is on your side.
Nothing game tonight at the KeyBank Center. One period done between the Blue Jackets and the Sabres, but we have plenty of scoring around the rest of the NHL. We'll start off in New York, where it's a 1-1 tie between the Rangers and Boston Bruins. After a period in Detroit, the Red Wings lead the Blackhawks 1-0. Then in New Jersey, it's all square at 1 goal apiece between the Devils and the New York Islanders. The Maple Leafs have opened up a 2-0 advantage over the Senators after one period, and we've got the same score in Montreal. It's the Canadiens 2 and the Flyers 0. That does it for games in action right now. Others yet to begin. 3 will start at 8 o'clock. First in Dallas, the Stars will battle the Minnesota Wild. In Winnipeg, the Jets are going at it with the Oilers. Then at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, it is the Predators taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning. One game will start at 9 Eastern. That's in Calgary. The Flames will welcome in the Seattle Kraken. Then finally, at 10 o'clock Eastern, it'll be the Vegas Golden Knights battling the Los Angeles Kings. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Blue Jackets Radio Network.
Let's go Jackets, your flagship home for the Columbus Blue Jackets.
WBNS FM, HD1 Columbus.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Don't forget, for the latest in the world of the Columbus Blue Jackets, make sure you're tuned in to the Inside Edge presented by First Merchants Bank. Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock on 97.1 The Fan, Bob McElligott and Jody Shelley get together bringing you everything you need to know about the Blue Jackets, plus interviews with coaches, management, and players. The best part, if you can't catch it live, it is always available as a podcast after the fact. To find that, go to wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts and simply search for CBJ Radio. One programming note, there will not be an edition of the Inside Edge presented by First Merchants Bank tomorrow night. That's, of course, because the Blue Jackets are playing a preseason game, a 7 o'clock puck drop against the Pittsburgh Penguins at home Nationwide Arena. Our coverage will start at 6:45 across the Blue Jackets Radio Network. Tonight, though, they are in Buffalo, where, again, after 20 minutes of play, it's a 0-0 tie. Bob McElligott has the second period after a quick break on the Blue Jackets Radio Network.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing zero sugar cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Getting started in hockey has never been easier. The Blue Jackets Learn to Play program, presented by Performance Columbus in association with Moo Express Car Wash and Kroger, is an introductory ice hockey program for boys and girls ages 4 to 10. Classes are held year-round at the Ohio Health Chiller Ice Rinks. Registration includes age-appropriate instruction and head-to-toe equipment, yours to keep. Hockey starts here at bluejackets.com/learn-to-play.
There's no place in hockey where you'll find more passion, more pride, and more boom. Where every game is a blast and every moment a thrill. Escape the ordinary and make some memories that hit as hard as the action on the ice. With the Columbus Dispatch Family Value Pack, presented by ABC6 and Fox 28 at bluejackets.com/family.
You hear that crunch? It's not just any crunch. It's cheesy to the edge crust that only comes from a Jets Detroit-style pizza. Hand-pressed dough topped with premium mozzarella, the freshest ingredients, and ladled with Mama Jet's secret sauce. Then baked to perfection in steel pans born on Motor City lines. I bet you're real hungry now. Go ahead. Visit jetspizza.com for daily hot deals. Jets. Better because it has to be.
Your home of the Blue Jackets. The Fan. The Blue Jackets are set to hit the ice for the second period. Here's Bob McGalligan.
Well, the Blue Jackets and the Buffalo Sabres in a 0-0 tie as we get set to start period number 2 here in Buffalo. Not just a score, but just not much doing in the first period of this game, although the shots on goal favored the Blue Jackets 12-10. I hesitate there for a second because I just told you not much doing, but yet there were a combined 22 shots in that period. So it sounds like there was something doing. But, you know, the shots weren't really ones that had the goaltenders really sprawling out of position to make saves and things like that. And a lot of the shots were dead on and weren't hard saves for the goaltenders in the first period of this one. There were a couple of good ones, don't get me wrong, but of the 22 shots, a lot of them were right on and relatively easy ones for the netminders in the first period of this game. When it comes to the power play, each team is 0 for 1 with the man advantage. However, the Buffalo Sabres are on their second power play of the game, and they've got time that carries over here into the second period. 1 minute and 3 seconds, as a matter of fact, is what carries over. Caleb McDonald went to the box for holding at the 19:02 mark of period number 1, and that's why they are on that power play. So the Blue Jackets will skate from left to right here in the second period. Isaac Lundestrom is out on the penalty kill with Zach Aston Reese, Jake Christensen, and Charlie Ellick. And on the power play, Josh Norris wins the faceoff. He is out there with Tage Thompson, Jason Zucker, Ryan McLeod, and Rasmus Dahlin, the lone defenseman. Buffalo's got the puck, and it's Norris that carries through the neutral zone. Comes in across the Blue Jackets line, weeds his way through some traffic, goes to the far wall. He's got pressure, but he passes it off to McLeod. McLeod looking into the slot. They tip it over to Thompson. He goes back high slot with a shot, and Fedotov is able to make a save. Fedotov had started to his right. He had to come back to his left to make that save. The Blue Jackets pick up the puck, they clear it up the ice. Isaac Lundestrom has it. Short-handed, he goes into the right wing corner. He lost control of that puck, and Rasmus Dahlin will take it away. It looked like he was going to try to make some kind of a play, and then he decided just to hold it. Dahlin now back down the other way with a shot, and off the blocker of Fedotov it goes. Blue Jackets find this rebound as well. Dyson Mayo ties up his man, and Zach Aston Reese will lift this one through the neutral zone all the way back into the Sabres' end. Time is going to run out on their power play. 5 seconds is all that remains in it. So the Blue Jackets have killed this off. There were a couple of good chances there for the Buffalo Sabres, but Ivan Fedotov made the save. Now here's Jason Zucker. He gets the puck on a breakaway, takes a shot, and Fedotov again is able to make the save right off the blocker. Made it look easy. It keeps it 0-0 early in the second. Out is Miles Wood inside of the Buffalo zone. His pass is intercepted by the Sabres, and here they come on the left wing side. They try to put it back in front and fanned on a shot toward the net. Oh, my goodness. Buffalo had a wide open net, and they couldn't hit it. And up the ice, the Blue Jackets tried to come, but they lost control, and Buffalo will get it back again and try to get it to the front of the net. The Blue Jackets dislodged that puck. Now along the end boards, Victor Nuchev for the Buffalo Sabres loses control. The puck comes to the near wall. Charlie Ellick is there for the Blue Jackets. Slides it to the middle, but he gave it away, and a quick one-timer sailed wide of the net. Blue Jackets will finally pick this up. I'll tell you something, the Buffalo Sabres, after the Blue Jackets were able to kill off their power play, they come right up with some chances there. Some really good chances, but again, they couldn't make it stick. And here comes Mikhail Putia into the Sabre zone. Charlie Ellick with a shot. That one gets blocked, and coming back the other way is Tyler Kopp. Kopp with a wrist shot right into the chest of Fedotov. And I'll tell you something, the reason that was so easy for Ivan Fedotov is because of Jake Christensen. Charlie Ellick goes to take the shot, and the shot gets blocked. This is just inside of the Buffalo blue line. That puck bounces right to Kopp. But what Jake Christensen does is he turns and he takes off down the ice, and he takes away any angle. He leaves only one play for the Buffalo Sabres, Tyler Kopp. And that play is come in left wing side and try to take a shot and see if you can find an open spot on a 6'7" goaltender. And there wasn't one. But Christensen, because there was nowhere to go, because he took the right angle, makes a big play on that. Rasmus Dahlin losing control of the puck. Luca Del Belbaluz rather puts it back out through the neutral zone. Mikhail Putia chasing in on the forecheck. The Sabres are able to break free, and they bring it through the neutral zone. But they do get tied up. Jason Zucker, he gets it back, comes to the left side, and Matthias Samuelsson will play that puck down along the end boards. It's going to be dug out there and played back to Samuelsson at the blue line. His wrist shot hit traffic in front of the net. Charlie Ellick going to spring his man, Hudson Fasching, up the left wing side. Fasching then tried to throw it toward the net to see if Putia could get a stick on it, and unfortunately he could not. Still a 0-0 game. The action is picked up, though, here in the second period as Rasmus Dahlin is into the Blue Jacket zone, hands that puck back, and taking a wrist shot is Jake Lecision, and it ramped off a stick and went straight up over the glass and out of play. So we will get a face-off. And that's going to be in the Blue Jacket zone in the left wing circle, as a matter of fact. Brendan Gaunce out to take the face-off. Jake Lecision opposing him. Finally, everybody's set and ready. Lecision wins it, but he can't get it to his defenseman. Jacob Bryson had it go right by him and outside the blue line and through the neutral zone. Buffalo getting that puck, sending it quickly back the other way. Lecision actually got caught up with the linesman for a second. That allows Stanislav Svozil to get the puck. Svozil got it to Dyson Mayo. Back to Svozil behind his own net. Now up the left side of the ice he comes. Passes it ahead. It goes off a skate. Brendan Gaunce now carries in on the right wing side. Wanted to float it to the front. Svozil engaging from the blue line. They couldn't connect on the pass. And the Blue Jackets are forced back out to the neutral zone. In fact, they'll go back into their own end as Dyson Mayo is looking for a play to make. And he finally comes up the right wing side to Brendan Gaunce, who will backhand it in behind the Buffalo net. 16 minutes to go, second period. 0-0 game. Buffalo with the puck on their stick. And they're going to dump it into the Blue Jackets' end. Jacob Bryson dumped it in. The Blue Jackets quickly help it right back out. Bryson's got it at the red line. Finds Josh Norris. Norris will flip it ahead. And it goes down into the corner. Caleb McDonald trying to clear it for the Blue Jackets. He will with help. And here they come. The Blue Jackets through the neutral zone. Play it on the left wing side. Rylan Mosley carrying behind the Buffalo Sabres net. Buffalo trying to make a short pass, and the Blue Jackets got a piece of that puck. Buffalo was able to get it back. Zach Jones, a former New York Ranger, will clear it out to the neutral zone. Here comes Tage Thompson in over the blue line in the middle of the ice, and he gets hauled down, and the Blue Jackets are going to be going back to the penalty box. It is a tripping call that will have them shorthanded. I don't know about that one, quite frankly.
Columbus, 27, minor penalty, tripping.
Zach Aston Reese
I don't necessarily think that was, well, I guess the stick did catch his leg. And if that's all it takes, then I guess that is a tripping call. I felt like Thompson was going to skate right through it, and then he kind of felt that and went, oh, you know what? If I can fall down here, that might not be a bad idea. Anyway, Blue Jackets have to kill off another power play, and a big one-time shot taken from the right side, top of the right wing circle, and Fedotov makes the save. Brendan Gaunce picks up the puck. Up the ice he comes 2-on-2, shorthanded. Powers through. Zach Jones one-hands the puck behind the net, and Isaac Lundestrom, he had it, and then he had two Sabres collapse on him, and he loses control of the puck, and Buffalo brings it back the other way. Just get it inside of the Blue Jacket zone. And they hold, and they go to the right wing circle, but can't take a shot initially. Now there's a shot, and that one goes off the crossbar. Shot taken from just above the face-off dot in the right wing circle. And now they get it down low and put it on Fedotov. He makes that save. Puck out to the blue line. Jones put it on the left wing side. They get it back over to Zach Jones. Standing at the blue line, puts it over on the half-wall right wing side. Swing it back, and a one-time shot, and this one is caught by Fedotov. Zach Benson taking that shot from the middle of the ice. Benson kept just cycling around the perimeter there, and they finally got it to him, but Buffalo missed on a great opportunity, just ringing one off the crossbar. So the Blue Jackets, look, it doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to be effective, right, when you're killing penalties? And so far they're killing. They have knocked 57 seconds off this power play. Sabres win the faceoff. On the left wing boards, it's Tage Thompson. Thompson holds. He takes a shot. That one got blocked by Damon Hunt, who broke his stick. And the Blue Jackets trying to clear the zone, and the clearing attempt hit Hunt. Fortunately, he was able to kick it right back to Miles Wood. Wood will now move it up the right wing side, and Luca Del Belbaluz dumps it in behind the Buffalo net. Alex Lyon plays it over to Tage Thompson. Thompson drops it off the backhand for Rasmus Dahlin. He'll lift it into the right wing corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Caleb McDonald is there. Just tries to blast it around the boards. It does not come out. Thompson holds it in at the right point. Left side, Jason Zucker leaving along the blue line back to Thompson. Takes a look, moves it to the middle of the ice. Dahlin to the right wing circle. Josh Norris, bottom of that circle. Zucker put it in front. It's tipped off his stick, and it shoots up in the air, but not on net. The Blue Jackets now fighting to the near wall to try to get it back. Can't do it. Jake Christensen watching Tage Thompson, who passes it across the right side. They come back to Thompson, down low, and McLeod tried to slide it in front. The Blue Jackets got a stick on it. Zach Aston Reese is back. The power play is over. Blue Jackets have killed it off, but they're still stuck inside of their own zone. Zucker on the right wing boards. Josh Norris trying to get away from pressure. Gets it over to Thompson. He has it swept off his stick on a good play by Zach Aston Reese. Thompson gets it back near the blue line, holds it in. Dahlin over to Thompson, right wing circle with a shot. Fedotov makes the save. The Blue Jackets bat the puck away from the front of the net. Miles Wood is going to play it softly through the neutral zone and try to get the Blue Jackets a line change. That's exactly what he does. Buffalo needs a change too, and as they try to bring it up ice and make a change all at the same time, they get ahead of themselves and they're offside. 12:42 remaining here in period number 2. It's still the Blue Jackets nothing and the Sabres nothing on the Columbus Blue Jackets Radio Network.
You hear that crunch? It's not just any crunch. It's cheesy to the edge crust that only comes from a Jets Detroit-style pizza. Hand-pressed dough topped with premium mozzarella, the freshest ingredients, and ladled with Mama Jet's secret sauce. Then baked to perfection in steel pans born on Motor City lines. I bet you're real hungry now. Go ahead. Visit jetspizza.com for daily hot deals. Jets. Better because it has to be.
We've all got our daydreams, right? Little things, big things, things you know one day you'll do. Then out of nowhere, cancer. And all your plans don't change a bit. I would know. I'm about to jump out of an airplane with my dad. Our first time skydiving solo. And my second year since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health. All right, Dad, let's go. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans.
Here's the tale of the daily Medfill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher better still.
Till the savings Wrangler rode in. Cool as can be. Tap Good RX. Saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. Deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
Your home of the Blue Jackets. The Fan.
Or you can rock out with the Blue Jackets to kick off the 25th anniversary season. Join us on Friday, October 3rd at Kemba Live for a special anniversary concert that features platinum. Let me try this all again. Why don't I do that? It is a special anniversary concert, got that right, featuring platinum certified band OAR with The Orphan the Poet. There we go. General and VIP ticket options are available courtesy of G&J Pepsi by going to bluejackets.com/OAR. Blue Jackets in a 0-0 tie here in Buffalo with the Sabres. Blue Jackets with a puck inside of their own zone. Stanislav Svozil gets it out to the neutral zone. Puck is picked up by Connor Timmins of the Sabres, and he looks on the left wing side, trying to connect with Tyson Kozak. He couldn't get it to him. Dyson Mayo takes it away, and this will be lifted right back out to the neutral zone. Sabres waste no time in putting it right back in. The Blue Jackets want to flip it out, and they do. Out into the neutral zone, and that is where Kozak had it again for just a moment, but the Blue Jackets again make a steal. And now the Blue Jackets would like to spend a little bit of time in the Buffalo Sabres zone. Let's see if they can do that. Sabres trying to make sure that that's not the case. Connor Timmins puts a hit on his man, and we're going to have a penalty against the Buffalo Sabres. This is going to be a tripping call as well. So the Blue Jackets will get their second power play opportunity of the game.
Minor penalty, tripping.
Jacob Bryson is going to get the penalty this time. So the Blue Jackets back on the AEP power play. They've only been on the power play one time in this game. They had the first one in the game. This one comes at the 8:11 mark of period number 2. Blue Jackets win the draw. Damon Hunt over to Oiva Keskinen. Back on the left side. Quick shot, save made. Miles Wood was trying to screen the goalie. He had to jump out of the way. But Alex Lyon still made the save. Damon Hunt looks on the left side again. Look at Del Bell Blues. Put it down in front. It got tipped right through the goal crease by Miles Wood. Lyon kind of helplessly watching that puck, but it trickled wide of the net. Hunt now with a long shot, and he scores! Damon Hunt threw it toward the net. I don't know if Miles Wood got a piece of that. I think he did. And that is a power play goal that puts the Blue Jackets on the board with the first goal of the night. They lead the Sabres 1-0. This is a great job by Damon Hunt. He just zips it right in there. And Miles Wood is standing at the top of the crease. There were two guys around him, but nobody took his stick away. And that is how the Blue Jackets get the first goal of the game. Nice job by Damon Hunt. And again, Miles Wood's got to be where he is to make it count. And he does. 8:37 the time of the goal. Second period. Power play goal at that. So the Blue Jackets are now 1 for 2 with the man advantage. Well, after all of the pressure that the Sabres have put on them in this period, and let me tell you, it's been a lot. The Blue Jackets have one shot on goal in this period, and that was it, the one that just went in. That is all. They'd been outshot 8-1. Well, they had been outshot 8-0 until that puck went in. So Buffalo back inside of their own end. Ryan McLeod getting the puck on the left wing boards, finding Jason Zucker. Zucker plays it to the middle. McLeod had it, lost control. He actually was trying to bat it down out of the air, which he did, and then he got it back on the ice, but it didn't last long. It's going to be brought back in by the Sabres, though. Hellenius with a shot, and Fedotov with a save. And he holds on with 10 minutes and 29 seconds left to play here in this second period. The Blue Jackets holding a 1-0 lead. Conversation over in the far corner. Josh Norris, part of that for the Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo has out-hit the Blue Jackets 17-8 in this game. The face-offs is the one number that is glaring, quite frankly. Buffalo's won 22 face-offs. The Blue Jackets have won 7. I always talk about that being the first battle of every shift, and the Blue Jackets aren't winning that battle right now. Face-off again, won by Buffalo, but they take a quick shot. It was Tage Thompson taking it. It deflects off a stick, goes over the glass and out of play. Now, when you look at the guys that are in this game for the Blue Jackets tonight, and let me be more specific. When you look at the centermen that are in this game for the Blue Jackets tonight, you want to win more face-offs, but it's not all that alarming, as they do win this face-off, and they clear it down the ice. Jake Christensen from the red line going to dump this one into the Buffalo end. Puck comes around to the near wall. Sabres. Zach Benson. He's got it. And he moves it over to Rasmus Dahlin, and Dahlin is just going to send this one in softly off the backhand. Blue Jackets have it again. Skated up to the red line. Roman Ashan will play it in off the forehand. Going behind the net, Alex Lyon to stop it. Hands it off to his defense. And Samuelson takes a hit from Ashan. Ashan then got the puck, took a shot, and it got blocked. And that was Zach Benson that blocked the shot. Well, Benson's a very good defensive forward. He's a small guy. His defense is good. What he's tried to improve upon this summer, quite frankly, was his offense. Tried to improve his skating, tried to improve his agility a little bit, and tried to improve his shot. Right now, the Sabres bring the puck into the Blue Jacket zone. There's a stick lift there, and the puck rolls to the end boards. Jake Leschyshyn couldn't play it. Max McHugh's got it. And McHugh puts it off the far wall, but not out. That one got held in by the Sabres. Leschyshyn going after it. He gets upended for the first time in a long time. There's no penalty called. Now the Blue Jackets will get it back out. Long pass across the ice on the left wing side. Svozo dumps it to the right wing corner. Blue Jackets chase. Sabres get there first, however. And the Sabres, Jacob Bryson gets it ahead. Victor Nuchev carries into the Blue Jacket zone, takes a shot, and there's Fedotov again. He just shrugs up the right shoulder and blocks that puck and then pounces on it as it hits the ice. 8:35 to go in the second period. The Blue Jackets getting a power play goal. They've got a 1-0 lead over the Sabres here on the Columbus Blue Jackets Radio Network.
Whatever temperatures this summer brings, your friendly and knowledgeable Bryant dealer is ready to help. Your dealer is committed to achieving a high level of training and skills, and backed by outstanding products from one of the industry's most trusted names. Whatever your cooling needs, your local Bryant dealer will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort.
Schedule your appointment today with Accurate Heating and Cooling. Online at AccurateHVAC.com. Accurate and Bryant, doing whatever it takes.
Away game this week, but that just means you can make the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus your home for Saturday football. Join the fan for the tailgate show and then party with us with the ultimate watch party. We have football contests with amazing prizes. There's wall-to-wall screens, ticket and memorabilia giveaways, and unbeatable game day food. Can't wait to see you at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook on Saturday. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. Green & Sons has all the Kubotas you need to tackle your land and come out a winner. They have zero-turn skid steers, tractors from 18 to 171 horsepower, and also utility vehicles. My favorite is my RTV Sidekick. The best thing about Green & Sons is they've been family-owned and operated since 1970, and you will love dealing with the Green family and their winning team. Do what I did and check out Green & Sons located in Mount Sterling and Marysville, or online at greenandsons.com for all your Kubota needs.
7.1 The Fan.
Well, make sure you bring out your group this season to Nationwide Arena. You can lock in a date, whether it's entertaining some clients, whether it's just coming out with a group of friends or family, maybe even a mix of the two. Come out for an action-packed night of Blue Jackets hockey with your friends and get your tickets by going to bluejackets.com/groups. Blue Jackets leading in this game here in Buffalo by the score of 1-0. Damon Hunt battling as the Sabres coming with a hard forecheck, but the Blue Jackets break through and send it up the ice. Miles Wood, boy, he's got the motor going tonight. The goal that he got was a puck that was tipped in front, but every time they get him into open ice and he's able to take off, he really gets it moving. And, of course, that's what he did when he broke into the National Hockey League with the New Jersey Devils. And he went and signed with the Colorado Avalanche last year. Injuries were a big problem for Miles Wood, and he didn't really get to play that type of a game. So he is healthy now. The Blue Jackets are looking for that energy. They're looking for that speed. They're looking for him to be a disruptor, and he has shown it in this game. Buffalo dumps the puck down behind the Blue Jackets' net. Ivan Fedotov hands it off to Charlie Ellick. Across the ice, Jake Christensen steps to the red line, plays it in. Comes around behind the net and to the right wing boards. Mikhail Putia, nice lift of the stick there of the defenseman, Matthias Samuelsson. Hudson Fasching over in the far corner gets stood up by Zucker. Jason Zucker takes that puck away, and the Sabres will come up the ice with it. They carried it on the right wing side. Hellenius back across on the left to Zucker. Comes around behind the net, and he tried to hand it off over on the half-wall right wing side to Rasmus Dahlin, and he missed him with a pass. And this one is all the way back into the Sabres' end. Just under 7 minutes to play here in period number 2. The Blue Jackets have a 1-0 lead. Oiva Keskinen for the Blue Jackets inside of his own zone. Hands that puck over to Dyson Mayo. Long pass up the ice, and he's got his man there. Roman Ashan in the right wing circle with a backhanded shot, and it just sailed wide of the net. Blue Jackets hold it over at the left point, but it was Keskinen, and he tried to make a pass, and that one went right off the shin pads of one of the Buffalo Sabres and back out to the neutral zone. So the Blue Jackets dump it back in. Buffalo, though, gathers it up, and they will send it all the way down into the Blue Jacket zone. Svozil under pressure from Tage Thompson. Looks for Dyson Mayo. Up the right wing side, Roman Ashan. He did a good job of stopping that puck, getting away from what would have been a check by Jacob Bryson, and then just dumping it into the Buffalo zone. Caleb McDonald fires one from the left wing boards. That one went right through the crease. The Sabres then try to clear it out, and this one goes by everybody. Zach Benson was up the ice. There's not going to be any icing here. More importantly, Zach Benson's not going to get a breakaway chance. But here comes an opportunity by Tage Thompson. He fired it high. It went off the glass and then echoes up into the netting. And that'll bring up a face-off inside the Blue Jacket zone. 5:52 to go here in the second period. It's the Blue Jackets 1 and the Sabres nothing on the Columbus Blue Jackets radio network.
The scrape of blades, the clash of sticks. Hockey's more than a game. It's unrelenting, never-give-up moments that make you feel alive. And so you commit to the weekly ups and downs, the long road to the playoffs. You wear your heart on your sleeve and your jersey with pride. And when you're there for your team, the NHL Shop is there for you. Check out the largest selection of official NHL gear at NHLShop.com. Fanatics experience.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
It all started with a simple cheese coney in 1949. Safe to say, we all fell in love with Skyline Chili. Before long, Skylines were popping up all over the place. Now, everywhere you go, Skyline is there too. And who says you can't take it with you? You can even have it shipped from Amazon to Amazon, Montana, or anywhere else in the U.S. Thanks to Skyline lovers everywhere for 75 delicious years.
Your home of the Blue Jackets. The Fan. The Fan.
5:52 to play in the second period in Buffalo, and the Blue Jackets have a 1-0 lead thanks to a Miles Wood power play goal. Other action on the nationwide NHL scoreboard. The Rangers are beating the Bruins 4-1. 2-1, the Red Wings lead the Blackhawks. Then another 4-1 score, this time in New Jersey. It's the Devils beating the New York Islanders. The Maple Leafs are shutting out the Senators 2-0. Montreal on top of the Flyers 3-1. And the Minnesota Wild leads in Dallas 1-0. Here's Bob McElligott.
Blue Jackets inside of their own zone. Buffalo putting the pressure on. Long shot from just inside the blue line, and that's stopped by Fedotov. Puck is going to be carried out to the red line. Damon Hunt took a big hit and lost control of the puck. And so it's going to be sent right back in by Victor Nuchev. Puck behind the Blue Jackets net. Caleb McDonald now gets it in the near corner. McDonald under pressure from Nuchev, and he stays right through it. Gets that puck ahead to Max McHugh, but it was knocked off his stick. Fortunately, the Blue Jackets are able to draw it back into their own zone and set it up before clearing it down the ice. Alex Lyon will play it. Hand it off. Nuchev winds up with the puck on the left wing boards. Tried to make a pass. It got broken up. Came right back to him. He was fortunate there. Sabres wristed into the Blue Jacket zone. Fedotov reached up to glove it down and hands it off to the defense. Jake Christensen from the red line. Puts it in around behind the net and all the way over to the far wall. Hustling up is Mason Geertsen. And he will get this one back into the Blue Jackets zone once again, but not for long. It is cleared right back out. Down to 4.5 minutes to play here in the second period. The Blue Jackets with a 1-0 lead. Miles Wood with the only goal. That goal presented by Fanatic Sportsbook. As the puck is dumped into the Sabres end, it comes off the end boards, and Lyon wants to leave it for Connor Timmins. Timmins will skate it out to the neutral zone. Look on the left wing side, and they got a man there. And trying to take a shot was Tyson Kozak. He fanned on it. The Blue Jackets go to clear the zone, and that one hit the back of the skate of Zach Aston Reese. And so Buffalo will push it back in along the end boards in the Blue Jacket zone. They can get a line change for doing that. And the Blue Jackets just stand behind the net. Jake Christensen is going to bring it out. Up between the circles. Jake sends it right up the middle of the ice off the stick of Hudson Fasching. Comes in on Alex Lyon. He'll play it over to the far wall. Jason Zucker couldn't get it out of the zone on the first try anyway. He may get another try. Well, he got it back to Ryan McLeod. He'll get the job done. Moving it over to Samuelson. And now back across to Rasmus Dahlin. Sabres captain will play it in from the red line. Dyson Mayo for the Blue Jackets ties up his man Ryan McLeod in the near corner. And the Blue Jackets trying to clear the zone. An errant pass as they try to do it. Buffalo keeps it in the zone. Here's a one-timer. And that one missed. And that was Dahlin from the right side of the ice. Samuelson along the blue line now. Gets it over to Hellenius, and his shot missed. Blue Jackets again with a chance to clear it here, but unable to take full advantage of it so far. Finally, Luca Del Bel Beluz gets it beyond the blue line, but only out to about the center red stripe, and that's it. Under 3 minutes to play. Blue Jackets have been outshot through the two periods, 24-13. They came into this period outshooting Buffalo 12-10. So you do the math. 14-1. Those are the shots in this period favoring the Buffalo Sabres. Now, the Blue Jackets have a goal on the only shot that they have taken. But, that's a lot of pressure being put on your goaltender. And to his credit, Ivan Fedotov has been up to that pressure here in this game. Good hustle by Caleb McDonald to get to a loose puck at the red line and just chip it in behind the Sabres net. Buffalo gets it right back out. Look out. Here comes Zach Benson. Puts it on the right wing side. They're going to cut to the slot. Shoot, and there's another one off the post. That's the second time that Buffalo has had a puck that has beaten Fedotov, but it hasn't beaten the net, and finally the third time they get it in. Tage Thompson takes a feed in the right wing circle and puts it up under the crossbar, and Buffalo ties the game with 2:06 to go in the second. Well, I'm sorry, but that was only a matter of time. Because it was just way too much pressure. I mean, you can't just keep turning the puck over and letting the ice be, from the red line into your zone. Zach Benson with a beautiful backhanded feed. And Tage Thompson, he didn't miss. I mean, Thompson, quite frankly, doesn't miss very often. Last year he had 44 goals in 76 games for the Buffalo Sabres. As Buffalo ices the puck here with just under 2 minutes left. So 1-1 game. Again for Fedotov, he's been incredible tonight, quite frankly. He has stopped 24 of 25. Sometimes that's an entire game. It's not even a full two periods in this one tonight. Buffalo wins the faceoff. Sabres have it on the left wing boards, and they'll shovel it off the backhand out to the neutral zone. Jake Christensen tried to play it ahead, could not do it. So the Sabres, they've got it again, and they try to send it to the blue line, and Jake Leschyshyn just split the defense with his pass, so his teammates have to hustle all the way back into their own end. Sabres try to carry it up. Good steal. Max McHugh with a nice play. Wanted to pass to the middle. Mosley couldn't get it on his stick. Buffalo trying to regain control inside of their own end. Timmons will play it up the right wing boards. It's going to be carried out by Nuchev. They'll just get it into the Blue Jacket zone. Both teams are going to start making a line change here with 1:07 to play in period number 2 of a 1-1 game. Puck is played back into the Sabres' end. Buffalo initially thought it was an icing call, but they ruled that it was tipped. Here's Isaac Lundestrom. He intercepts a clearing attempt. Angles over to the left wing board. Still has the puck on his stick as Hellenius is guarding him. Puck comes around behind the net. Zach Aston Reese put it out to the blue line. It was not held on that line by Mayo. It's an offside call. So face-off in the neutral zone here. Lundestrom wins the draw. Mayo across to Damon Hunt. And he will just send this one right inside of the Buffalo Sabres end. And Buffalo wants to rush it back up. That's what they've done all night. They've come with pressure. The Blue Jackets take it away. Put it back into the Sabres end. Miles Wood. He's the lone goal scorer for the Blue Jackets. Isaac Lundestrom just took a stick to the face. And the Blue Jackets are going to be going on the AEP power play. They may not go until we get to the third period. We'll have to see if they continue to control the puck. Dyson Mayo turns it over with 8 seconds left. Now, will this be 2 minutes or 4? That is the question. They take a look at Lundestrom and they say 2 minutes.
17. Minor penalty for high sticking.
So Jason Zucker goes off. And we'll see if the Blue Jackets can do something with this power play. Again, the only goal they have in this game is on the power play. 19:52, time of the penalty. It's going to be the third power play chance for the Blue Jackets. Again, only 8 seconds left in this period, so they probably don't get one here. They could win a faceoff, and they could get one for sure. They do win the faceoff. They do take a shot, and the save was made by Lyon. It went off his glove. His teammates clear it away. Damon Hunt, one more shot, and that one hit traffic just as time expires. So the Blue Jackets will carry the bulk of their power play time into the third period. They only got one shot on goal in that period. That one shot was a goal, but they've got to do better than that in the third period if they want to have any chance of winning this game, quite honestly. I mean, those are just the facts right there. They got one, they just added one on the board, so I'm sorry. They counted that one at the end of the period. So they get 2 shots on goal. They're outshot by a ton. The good news is they weren't outscored by a ton. They scored 1, Buffalo scored 1, and that's where we are. 40 minutes in the books. 1-1 game here in Buffalo. Back with more on the Columbus Blue Jackets Radio Network.
It all started with a simple cheese coney in 1949. Safe to say, we all fell in love with Skyline chili. Before long, Skylines were popping up all over the place. Now, everywhere you go, Skyline is there too. And who says you can't take it with you? You can even have it shipped from Amazon to Amazon, Montana, or anywhere else in the U.S. Thanks to Skyline lovers everywhere for 75 delicious years.
Nobody has more all-wheel drive or electrified hybrid choices than Toyota. Now through September 30th, get 2.99 APR financing on a rugged new 25 Tacoma. Excludes TRD Pro and Trail Hunter. Or lease a well-equipped Tacoma SR5 for $269 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details. Or go to Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hey parents, if you're interested in getting your child started in hockey, listen up. The Blue Jackets Get Out and Learn program, in association with Apex Pros, introduces first-time participants ages 5 to 9 to the sport of hockey for free. Each participant gets 30 minutes of instruction, a free stick, and a ball, jersey, or t-shirt to keep. Register for an on-ice or street hockey clinic now at bluejackets.com/gold.
It's Pro Savings Days at Lowe's. Get up to 35% off select major appliances and save an additional $1,000 when you buy 4 select LG major appliances. Plus, get a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5 amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt 20-volt max tool. Get the job done for less at Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 9/26. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See associate or Lowe's.com for more details and qualifying items.
Your home of the Blue Jackets. The Fan. This is the second intermission report. Here's Dylan Tyre to recap the second period scoring.
40 minutes are done at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York, and it's a tied hockey game, 1-1. Remember, it was tied 0-0 after the first period, but the Blue Jackets got things going with a power play goal at 8:37 of period number 2. Miles Wood tipping in a Damon Hunt shot, giving the Blue Jackets the lead.
Look at Del Bell Blues, put it down in front. It got tipped right through the goal crease by Miles Wood. Lyon kind of helplessly watching that puck, but it trickled wide of the net. Hunt now with a long shot, and he scores! Damon Hunt threw it toward the net. I don't know if Miles Wood got a piece of that. I think he did. And that is a power play goal that puts the Blue Jackets on the board with the first goal of the night. They lead the Sabres 1-0.
Miles Wood's first preseason goal with the Blue Jackets, Damon Hunt and Hudson Fasching with the helpers. And the Blue Jackets would actually carry that lead until late in the third period. Tage Thompson, though, was finally able to beat Blue Jackets goaltender Ivan Fedotov. Zach Benson and Josh Norris picked up the assists. That's how things were tied up at 1-1. But Fedotov has been very good in this game. You know, remember, the Blue Jackets outshot the Sabres 12-11 in the first period. Buffalo, though, all over the Blue Jackets in period number 2. They outshot the CBJ 14-2. That second shot on goal for the Blue Jackets actually came right at the end of the period as well, so really not a whole lot of offense for the Blue Jackets in that period. That one shot on goal prior to that, the only goal that the Blue Jackets scored. So all of this to say, Fedotov has been under fire, and he's been solid. 24 saves on 25 Buffalo shots. Those save totals, by the way, are a puck and player tracking stat brought to you by BBI Logistics. Blue Jackets definitely need more offense coming up in the third period, but right now it's a tie game. 1-1 through 40 minutes tonight in Buffalo. Time for a quick break. When we return, I will catch up with Blue Jackets forward James Malatesta on the CBJ Radio Network.
Here are 5 reasons to buy your Blue Jackets ticket plans for the 25-26 season. 1. Choose the games you just gotta see. 2. Plans start at just 11 games. 3. Flexible payment plans. 4. Bonus tickets for friends and family. And 5. A ticket trade program for games you can't make. The time to act is now. Visit BlueJackets.com/tickets.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
You can use your phone to buy tickets to a Blue Jackets game. You can use it to connect with other Fifth Line fans. You can even use it to take a selfie after a goal. But one place you should never use your phone is behind the wheel. Fines start at $150. So remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
Dylan Tyre back with you on the second intermission report. 2 periods are done at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, and it's a 1-1 tie between the Blue Jackets and the Sabres. The Blue Jackets got the scoring started with a power play goal just before the halfway point of the second period. Miles Wood tipped in a Damon Hunt shot. Then late in period number 2, Tage Thompson was on the doorstep pounding away. He was able to get it past Ivan Fedotov, the Blue Jackets netminder, and that is how things are all square at 1 goal apiece as we head to the third period. Remember, it is a preseason game, so when it comes down to it, these things don't really matter. But guys on the ice are trying to prove themselves. They're trying to win spots on the Blue Jackets regular season roster. One of those guys is forward James Malatesta, who I caught up with earlier this week.
It's been a few years as a member of the Blue Jackets organization now, so you approach the offseason any differently than, say, year 1 or 2?
No, I mean, it was definitely longer, my longest offseason in the past 2 years. So, I had a lot of time to spend with my family, friends, kind of relax before getting back to work. But, I'm super excited to be back. It's a great vibe in the locker room and with the coaching staff and on the ice. So I'm really excited to hear.
How does it feel to have that experience under your belt, right? You're a veteran now at Blue Jackets training camp, so I imagine it's got to feel a little bit different than those early days.
It definitely does. I mean, you come in knowing what to expect. There's a lot of familiar faces, maybe just some of the guys that came in the offseason you don't know, but then you get to know everyone. It's just, you feel really comfortable, so you're just ready to go right off the bat.
What were some of the things you worked on, maybe on the ice, off the ice, to get better this offseason?
Worked on my conditioning, just getting stronger in the gym. I think you can always just get stronger. I mean, the guys that you play against up here are pretty big, so and then just on ice stuff. But I think most of the things I actually have to focus on are just like the small details on the ice that'll make me successful and just help me gain the coaching staff's trust.
All right, gaining that coaching staff's trust. You've been here before. They know you a little bit, but during training camp in the preseason, how do you differentiate yourself from some of the other guys that they're trying to make an impact to?
I mean, you don't really have to change anything, but, for me personally, it's just going to be, the smaller details that maybe I lacked on in the past. If that's, on the PK, D zone, just really getting the systems down and showing them that, they can put me out there and they can trust me.
The last thing for me, super simple. How the heck does it feel to be back out there skating with all these guys?
It feels awesome. I mean, like I said, the vibe's great. The older guys are awesome, and just seeing all the familiar faces again, it feels good. It feels good that hockey's back. So I'm happy to get it underway here.
All right, James, thanks for this. Good luck this preseason.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That is forward James Malatesta joining me during the intermission. Right now, the Blue Jackets and Buffalo Sabres all square at 1 goal apiece after 2 periods. We'll see what's in store coming up in period number 3 at the KeyBank Center. Before that, it's time for a break. When we come back, we'll look at some other scores around the NHL on the Blue Jackets Radio Network.
Whatever temperatures this summer brings, your friendly and knowledgeable Bryant dealer is ready to help. Your dealer is committed to achieving a high level of training and skills, and backed by outstanding products from one of the industry's most trusted names. Whatever your cooling needs, your local Bryant dealer will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort.
Schedule your appointment today with Accurate Heating and Cooling. Online at AccurateHVAC.com. Accurate and Bryant, doing whatever it takes.
Away game this week, but that just means you can make the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus your home for Saturday football. Join the fan for the tailgate show and then party with us with the ultimate watch party. We have football contests with amazing prizes. There's wall-to-wall screens, ticket and memorabilia giveaways, and unbeatable game day food. Can't wait to see you at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook on Saturday. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The Ohio State University Army ROTC isn't just a curriculum. It's more than just a path to a degree. For more than 150 years, we have been forging tomorrow's leaders. Here you will find your purpose, your mission, your ROTC family. At Ohio State, you're not just joining Army ROTC, you're stepping into a history of excellence that spans generations. Learn more at arotc.osu.edu. Buckeyes lead the way.
Hey, it's Timmy Hall. Looky here, guys. The Grove City Smokin' Hot Wing and Music Fest is back for year 3, Saturday, October 4th at American Nitro. I'm excited. We're talking cold beer, killer wings, live music all day, football on the big screen. It all supports Ghosts of War, helping veterans in need. So veterans and military, you're in free, baby. Get your tickets at americannitro.com/wingfest. Brought to you by The Fan, Columbus Chamber, Martin Painting, T-Mobile, and Greenscapes. Wingfest, flavor, fun, and football. What more do you need?
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. Green & Sons has all the Kubotas you need to tackle your land and come out a winner. They have zero-turn skid steers, tractors from 18 to 171 horsepower, and also utility vehicles. My favorite is my RTV Sidekick. The best thing about Green & Sons is they've been family-owned and operated since 1970, and you will love dealing with the Green family and their winning team. Do what I did and check out Green & Sons located in Mount Sterling and Marysville or online at greenandsons.com for all your Kubota needs.
When it comes to protecting your business, whether it's your staff, property, or assets, don't make a crucial mistake by contracting companies that provide subpar and unprofessional service. What you need is a security partner known for their unwavering professionalism and unmatched reliability. You need Event Risk. Event Risk is a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company that not only specializes in on-site guarding, but also offers armed security associates and executive protection agents. Event Risk, elite protection for your peace of mind.
Hello, my name is Eric Rose, CEO and founder of Event Risk Security Services. We are a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company providing protection services and consulting to Fortune 500 corporations, movie studios, celebrities, and high-net-worth individuals. If you're tired of fluff margins with low compensation for poor-quality security officers and an endless revolving door of vendor staffing, then give us a try. For virtually the same cost, we can then address what keeps you up at night.
Visit eventriskinc.com.
The flagship station of the Columbus Blue Jackets, 97.1 The Fan. It is brought to you by Nationwide Insurance. Nationwide is on your side.
1-1 game in Buffalo after 2 periods. It's the Blue Jackets taking on the Buffalo Sabres. Miles Wood started the scoring with a power play goal. Tage Thompson tied things up late in that second period. Great news for the Blue Jackets. They're going to start off period number 3 with 1 minute and 52 seconds of power play time, so we'll see if they can't grab themselves another lead. Before that, though, we'll take a look at some other scores around the NHL preseason, starting off in New York. That's where the Rangers have a 4-1 lead over the Boston Bruins. At Little Caesars Arena, it's the Red Wings beating the Blackhawks 2-1 after 2 periods, and through 40 minutes in New Jersey, the Devils are on top of the Islanders 4-1. Still a 2-0 game in Toronto. It's the Maple Leafs shutting out the Ottawa Senators. Then after 2 periods in Montreal, things are interesting. It's the Canadiens beating the Flyers 3-2. They're through 20 minutes in Dallas. Minnesota leads the Stars 1-0. Then after a frame in Winnipeg, it's 0-0 between the Jets and the Oilers. Just one other game in action after 1 period in Nashville. It's the Predators 0 and the Tampa Bay Lightning 0. So far, so good for the Blue Jackets tonight at the KeyBank Center. Their goaltender, Ivan Fedotov, has been excellent. He's turned away 24 of 25 Buffalo Sabres shots on goal. On the other side of things, the Blue Jackets only managed 2 shots on goal in the second period. One of them is their lone tally, so they need that to change coming up in the third if they want to win this hockey game. It is game number 3 of the 2025 preseason for the Blue Jackets. They started with a win at home over St. Louis on Sunday, a 4-1 finish there. They were shut out last night by this same Buffalo Sabres club at Nationwide Arena, a 4-0 final, so the Blue Jackets want to hop back over 500 with another preseason win tonight. That'll do it for the second intermission report. Up next, Bob McElligott has the third period play-by-play from Buffalo on the Blue Jackets Radio Network.
We've all got it, you know, that one crazy thing you've always wanted to do, that bucket list goal. Then a cancer diagnosis, and that one thing still goes according to plan. I would know. I'm getting my first tattoo right now, while my 3 beautiful daughters laugh hysterically at me. 58 years old, 4 years of cancer-free checkups at Ohio Health. Go ahead and get a picture, girls. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans.
The scrape of blades, the clash of sticks. Hockey's more than a game. It's unrelenting, never-give-up moments that make you feel alive. And so you commit to the weekly ups and downs, the long road to the playoffs. You wear your heart on your sleeve and your jersey with pride. And when you're there for your team, the NHL Shop is there for you. Check out the largest selection of official NHL gear at NHLShop.com. Fanatics experience.
Hey, want to hear something great? Right now at Wendy's, you can get 2 of the #1 selling bacon cheeseburger in all fast food, the JBC, plus medium fries and a medium soft drink for just $8. Want to hear something else great? Double the burger means double the bacon. Now that's a game changer. 2 of the #1 bacon cheeseburgers with fries and a drink for just $8. Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Request $8 JBC meal deal to obtain discount. Individual items at regular price.
Your home of the Blue Jackets. The Fan. The Blue Jackets are ready to start the third period. Once again, here's Bob McGalligan.
Well, the Blue Jackets are deadlocked in a 1-1 tie with the Buffalo Sabres right now. All of the scoring was done in the second period, with the Blue Jackets getting the first goal of the game at the 8:37 mark of period number 2. It came on a power play. Damon Hunt with a big blast from just inside the blue line. Miles Wood was posted up at the top of the crease, and he tipped that puck home, getting his first of the preseason, and that made it a 1-0 game. Hudson Fasching got the second assist on that goal by Miles Wood. So it was a 1-0 lead for the Blue Jackets. But then late in the period, Tage Thompson was finally able to find the back of the net. Zach Benson and Josh Norris got the assist on that goal. It came at 17:54, and that was after just tremendous pressure that was put on by the Buffalo Sabres, really through the whole period, but especially after they fell behind 1-0. They just kept on bringing it, and finally it resulted in a goal. Look, in that second period, the Blue Jackets did not do a good job of really possessing the puck, and they didn't do a good job of shooting the puck. They were outshot in the period 16-2. And the second shot, the first one was the power play goal. The second shot didn't come until the waning seconds of the period. So they have got to be better than that. Through 2 periods, Buffalo has outshot the Blue Jackets now 26-14. Again, that's the bad news. The good news is the Blue Jackets go 1-for-1 on the power play in the second period. That's how they are in this game. Buffalo went 0-for-2 on the power play in period number 2. And the Blue Jackets are on their third power play right now because there was a late penalty at the end of the second period with only 8 seconds left. So there is 1 minute and 52 seconds worth of power play time on a penalty that was taken by Jason Zucker for high sticking. And that's the way we will start period number 3, with the Blue Jackets skating from right to left here in the third and final period of regulation. 2 new goaltenders are in the game right now. First of all, the Blue Jackets going with Zach Sawchenko. He takes over for Ivan Fedotov. And again, Fedotov was great in this game tonight. He stopped, they've taken a shot off the board for Buffalo. So let's just say, going by that, Fedotov stops 24 of 25 in this game. Sawchenko takes over. Sawchenko spending his time in Cleveland last year. He was formerly in the Vancouver Canucks organization in the American Hockey League before he came to Cleveland last year to back up Jet Greaves. So he's in there for the Blue Jackets. On the other side, Devin Levi, who came in and played in the third period last night. He is going to play the third period again here tonight. So the face-off is controlled by the Buffalo Sabres. They've got the puck. Again, they're penalty killing. So the Blue Jackets want to get this thing and move it up the ice quickly. Sawchenko, wearing number 36 for the Blue Jackets, hands the puck off to Damon Hunt. Damon Hunt leaving it for Oiva Keskinen. Keskinen puts it on the right wing side. Gets it back now, puts it out to the blue line. Hunt with a big slap shot save is made by Levi. His first save of the game. Miles Wood, who I told you already has a power play goal, rolls his puck around to the right point. Damon Hunt couldn't get back there. And so he will go all the way back down into his own zone to pick this up with under a minute to go on the AEP power play for the Blue Jackets here. With it once again and skating is Keskinen. Oiva Keskinen puts it over to Miles Wood, put it back to the front of the net. Keskinen couldn't quite get a stick on it. He was going right across the top of the crease. Luca Del Belbaluz in the right wing circle. Doesn't have a shooting lane. Backs off to the half wall. Puts it out to the center point. Hunt's got it. Back over to Del Belbaluz. He takes a look. Still nothing there. Trying to make something as he comes into the left wing circle. But there is no shooting lane. Then when he went to pass it, he fanned on the pass. And now Hudson Fasching has to come in to get the puck. Feeds Miles Wood. His shot is denied by Devin Levi. Blue Jackets get the puck back. Damon Hunt along the blue line feeds Luca Del Belbaluz with a shot, and the save is made again. Wood gets to it in the near corner. Feeds Del Bel Ballou's left circle with a shot. It hit the outside of the net, and I think Devin Levi may have gotten a piece of it to help it do that as the Sabres clear. That's going to do it for the rest of the power play. Buffalo kills it off, and the Blue Jackets are now 1 for 3 with the man advantage in tonight's game. So there are 18 minutes left, and each team has scored 1 goal tonight. Jake Christensen gives this puck to Charlie Ellick up the right wing side. Isaac Lundestrom trying to power his way to the net. Matthias Samuelsson makes sure that he can't get there as he just rides him off the puck, and the Sabres take it away. Here's Hellenius up the ice, and he couldn't quite get through the defense. Nice last-second adjustment there by Charlie Ellick to make sure that he stole the puck off the stick. Buffalo keeps it in the zone. Ryan McLeod goes far side. Samuelsson with a long shot. It missed the net. Zucker, he's got fresh legs because he was serving that penalty. He's over in the far corner. Puts it in the left wing circle. McLeod couldn't get a shot away. Across the ice he comes, and from the blue line, there's a long shot taken by Connor Timmins and denied by Zach Sawchenko. And the Blue Jackets move it back out to the neutral zone. Jake Christensen carries to the Buffalo end. Long shot. Devin Levi with the easy glove save. And he holds on to get a face-off inside of his own zone. 17:06 is what's left here in regulation time. So each goaltender getting a little bit of a test early on in this third period. Each one probably wanting to field the puck. I mean, not make, 10 bell saves, as they say, but shoot it at me, let me get a feel for it, and all that kind of stuff. As the Sabres clear their own end, and they carry the puck through the neutral zone. It's brought into the Blue Jackets' end. And Zach Jones will roll it off the backhand down behind the Blue Jackets' net. Dyson Mayo puts it on his stick, gives it over to Svozil. Stanislav now up the near side. Mosley to the middle of the ice. Max McHugh drop it off now for Mosley, and he gets taken right off the puck. Jake Lecision put the body on him there, and now it's Lecision in the neutral zone, tipping the puck into the Blue Jackets' end, but from behind the red line is where he did it. That's going to be an icing call against Buffalo. 16:31 is what is left here. Luca Del Bel Ballou's is back out to take the face-off against Jake Lecision. Lecision puts it to the near wall, but the Blue Jackets get to it. Caleb McDonald now. Looking ahead, Hudson Fasching to the high slot. His wrist shot went off the inside of his skate. And it comes right to the Sabres, who pitch it off the backhand and through the neutral zone. McDonald knocked it down near his own blue line. Plays it up the left wing side for Mikhail Putia. Cross-ice dump into the right wing corner. And it's going to be picked up there by Zach Jones and moved back out to the neutral zone. Putia cuts it off again, but he circled too quickly back into the zone, and the Blue Jackets are guilty of being offside. .16:06 left. Face-off just outside of the Sabres' end. And they send out Tyson Kozak to take the face-off against Isaac Lundestrom. Lundestrom pulls it back to Damon Hunt. Fires that puck in and out of the far corner. Back out to the neutral zone it comes. Caleb McDonald couldn't get it back in. The Sabres were able to knock him off the puck. And now it's Rasmus Dahlin that will just lift it into the Blue Jacket zone. It wound up bouncing in the slot, and hustling up was Tyson Kozak to take a quick shot, but a better save turned in by Sawchenko. That keeps the puck out of the net. It keeps this game tied at 1 as there's a battle over in the far corner of the Blue Jacket zone. They win it, but Miles Wood had the puck roll off his stick as he tried to clear it off the backhand. Sabres. Samuelsson with a shot into traffic. Gets knocked down. Lundestrom will pick it off that traffic. Just picked it right off the pile is what he did. And now a bad clearing attempt by Caleb McDonald. He gives it away. And the Sabres are able to set up again. They're making a change while they're in the Blue Jacket zone, trying to get some new personnel out there. Isaac Lundestrom, he's been out for a while. He hands it off to Caleb McDonald. McDonald flips it up the near side, does get it beyond the blue line. Not much further than that. Miles Wood will have to skate it back into his own end, just trying to create a little bit of space so that he can do something here and get that puck up ice and dump it now behind the net of the Buffalo Sabres. And that's been one thing about this game. The Sabres have, taken away the time and space for the most part. Tage Thompson gets the puck, puts it back to the blue line. Sabres one pass too many. Tried to dish it over on the left wing side for Jacob Bryson and missed him with a pass and put it back out to the neutral zone. Tage Thompson's one of those guys that every time he touches the puck, you expect him to shoot it. And I'll bet you sometimes he doesn't because of that very reason, because he feels people are expecting him to. So he tries to get it to somebody else and maybe find somebody that's a little bit less covered or a little bit less focused on, however you want to phrase that. As Jake Christensen has the puck for the Blue Jackets, clears it out of the zone and beyond Keskinen. And this will result in an icing call against the Blue Jackets with 14:08 to play here. Well, this is, those icing calls, this is just a product of Buffalo bringing a lot of pressure. And you got some young players in there, and they feel that pressure. And they're just trying to hurriedly make a play. Sometimes it doesn't connect. And then you're guilty of icing, as the Blue Jackets were. Long wrist shot from the blue line by Zach Jones. Sawchenko was able to see that all the way through the traffic and look it right into the glove. So the Blue Jackets, right near their own bench, are going to make a change. Max McHugh comes out. The former London Knight battled some injuries last year in Cleveland. Blue Jackets like him as a player. He's got some grit. He's got a little bit of spark to him. Got into a fight during last night's game. And right now he carries the puck out of his own zone. Puts it on the left wing side. Trying to carry that one in is Mosley. Ryland Mosley gets it behind the net, and that's where he gets tied up. Sabres send two guys in there. One of them, Ryan McLeod, comes out with a puck on his stick. Moves it on the right wing side for Jason Zucker. Back up the boards into the red line where he plays it into the Blue Jackets' end. Dyson Mayo, first guy to get to it. And now the Blue Jackets come quickly on the counterattack. Mosley will flip this one in, and he goes chasing for it. The defenseman's got the better position. That's Zach Jones. And Jones was able to move it ahead and back to Lecision in the neutral zone. Play it on the left wing side. Jones joins the rush. Now they put it over to Victor Nuchev. Nuchev just trying to avoid pressure. In fact, that pressure turns into a penalty, as a matter of fact. Delayed call coming against the Blue Jackets as we wind down to 13 minutes remaining in regulation time. The extra attacker is on for the Buffalo Sabres. And Hudson Fasching trying to get to a puck and gain possession. It was dropped back for Tage Thompson. Fasching had just a little window of opportunity there. Unfortunately, couldn't get to the puck. And so it's still a 6-on-5 situation right now as the Blue Jackets have yet to gain control. And now they do get that control. And the penalty will be assessed. 12:37 to go, third period. Blue Jackets 1, Sabres 1 on the Columbus Blue Jackets Radio Network.
Away game this week, but that just means you can make the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus your home for Saturday football. Join the fan for the tailgate show and then party with us with the ultimate watch party. We have football contests with amazing prizes. There's wall-to-wall screens, ticket and memorabilia giveaways, and unbeatable game day food. Can't wait to see you at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook on Saturday. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. Green & Sons has all the Kubotas you need to tackle your land and come out a winner. They have zero-turn skid steers, tractors from 18 to 171 horsepower, and also utility vehicles. My favorite is my RTV Sidekick. The best thing about Green & Sons is they've been family-owned and operated since 1970, and you will love dealing with the Green family and their winning team. Do what I did and check out Green & Sons located in Mount Sterling and Marysville or online at greenandsons.com for all your Kubota needs.
The flagship station of the Columbus Blue Jackets, 97.1 The Fan.
Now, don't miss out on our upcoming Grateful Dead and Star Wars ticket packages. Each purchase includes your game ticket and also an exclusive jersey. So get yours by going to BlueJackets.com/promotions. Blue Jackets shorthanded. Fourth time in this game, the Buffalo Sabres are going on the power play. 12:37 remaining here in the third period. Third period brought to you by Moo Express Car Wash. Do you moo? The CBJ do, as Isaac Lundestrom is out to take the face-off, and he loses this one. And the Sabres have the puck. Here's Rasmus Dahlin, puts it down along the goal line. Centering attempt by Ryan McLeod. That's broken up. Tage Thompson. He's got it. He holds. Drops it back. Dahlin also taking a look but not shooting the puck. Trading spots with Thompson. Looks on the right side to Josh Norris. Norris on the half wall. Down along the goal line. Zucker is there. Couldn't come across the top of the crease. Feeds it back out to Dahlin. Down to Zucker, and he was unable to one-time it toward the net. That one, it looked like it got a little bit too close to the body and handcuffed him that time. Here's Dahlin letting one rip, and that one right off the pad of Sawchenko, and it launched itself all the way out toward the wall in front of the Blue Jackets bench, and it comes to the neutral zone. What a fortunate rebound that was. Buffalo resets, and here they come. Try to leave it for Thompson. He bobbled it. Brendan Gaunce on him. Thompson able to get it back. He's got that big frame. He's so tall, and he's got the reach. And Brendan Gaunce has a long reach, but Tage Thompson is a little bit better than him in that department. He's just a little bit taller than he is. So here is Rasmus Dahlin at the right point. Down toward the right wing corner, Zucker wants to get it back out to Dahlin, and that is tipped by Gaunce out through the neutral zone. He started to chase, but he's at the end of his shift. He'll now turn and go to the bench, and both teams are going to make a change here. Only 36 seconds remain in the power play for the Buffalo Sabres. This game is tied at 1 here in the third period. We'll soon be at the halfway point of the period, and Buffalo trying to take the lead before we get there. They bring it back in. Dump that puck along the end boards. Dyson Mayo takes his man out of the play. Miles Wood rushes to the near wall, dislodges the puck, and the Blue Jackets clear it outside the blue line. Good job by Zach Jones to stop it 3 feet outside the blue line. That lets the Buffalo Sabres bring it back in. Zach Benson dumps it behind the net. Sawchenko went out there and stopped it, gives it to Dyson Mayo. Down the ice it goes, and so goes the power play. Caleb McDonald is out of the box. Buffalo tonight 0 for 4 with the man advantage against the Blue Jackets. They are out shooting them 29-17. It's a 1-1 game, but they haven't been able to score on the power play. Loose puck inside of the Blue Jacket zone, and they will find it. Hudson Fasching powers through a check, comes into the Sabres end. His centering attempt for Luca Del Bel Belluz got tipped, however. Puck to the near wall. Jake Christensen trying to find Del Bel Belluz along the end boards. Couldn't quite do that. Christensen gets it back on the left wing side. He'll fire it around behind the net. Fasching tied up on the far wall, and Mason Geertsen will clear this one out to the neutral zone. Just past the halfway point of period number 3. Blue Jackets 1, Sabres 1. Puck to the near wall inside of the Blue Jacket zone. Hudson Fasching has it. He chips it off the glass, and Luca Del Bel Belluz gives chase. But Jacob Bryson's got the angle, and he gets to the puck. Del Bel Belluz all over him, though. Caught up with him from behind, pressured him, and the Sabres have to turn it back toward their own goal. And now they'll send a long pass up the ice and off the stick before Dyson Mayo will pull it back in for the Blue Jackets. Buffalo getting some sticks in the passing lanes here tonight. Mayo looking for Max McHugh, and he gets it over the blue line, and Buffalo again to the neutral zone. Puck gets knocked off the Sabres stick, but there's Rasmus Dahlin. He finds it, and he'll put it on the stick of Jason Zucker. Zucker in on the right wing side. Zucker down into the corner. Referee is there, almost in his way. He was able to pull up, turn back toward the blue line, carries it all the way to the blue line before dropping off the backhand for Ryan McLeod. They're trying to cycle it off the right wing boards of the Buffalo Sabres. Hellenius over to the top of the left wing circle. Comes free. Took a wrist shot. Sawchenko with a really nice save there to deflect that one wide. Boy, Hellenius, he went all over the place just to create the room, and it looked like it was going to be a really good chance. And Sawchenko just said, go ahead, shoot it. And knocked it away with ease. Down to 8.5 remaining here in the third period. Puck going toward the Blue Jackets net. Sawchenko can't cover it because there are too many bodies in front of him. Dahlin, left wing circle, holding, pass to the middle, and this one goes high and off the glass behind the net. Mayo just got run over by Dahlin. Puck out to Samuelson at the right point for Buffalo. Feeds Zucker, who was covering at the blue line, gives it back to Hellenius. This is all Buffalo inside of the Blue Jacket zone right now, and here's a shot to score. Jason Zucker finished it off. I mean, you can't keep the puck in there for all that time and not expect a team with a lot of veterans on the ice to find a way to put it in the net. And that's exactly what happened. So Zucker picks up the goal. And again, the Blue Jackets just could not get it out. No matter what they did, they just could not get it out of the zone. Hellenius picks up an assist on that. He had it right in front. And actually, I believe he fanned on his shot attempt, and the puck rolled off the stick and wound up going right to Jason Zucker. and he did not miss on his opportunity. So Buffalo with their first lead of the night. It is a 2-1 game. And the Blue Jackets with the puck over on the far side. Damon Hunt brings it in, tried to stuff it by Devin Levi, and he couldn't get that to go. Devin Levi, I forgot he was even in the game. That's how much the Blue Jackets have not been in that end of the ice. I mean, they just haven't. Everything has happened on their end. Shots on goal are 31-17 in favor of the Buffalo Sabres right now. Try to get another shot to the net, but the Blue Jackets block this one and force it back out through the neutral zone. Now it's played back in. Sachenko is going to leave it behind the net for Damon Hunt. Hunt taking his time, looking left side. Luca Del Belbaluz through the neutral zone. Sends it off the left wing boards. He was trying to just chip it in and go chase it down himself, but he got hit after he let go of the puck. And that slowed him down, and he couldn't get back to it. As the puck then winds up going out of play, and we will get a stoppage here. 7:05 left in the third period. Buffalo 2 and the Blue Jackets 1 on the Columbus Blue Jackets Radio Network.
As the official security partner of the Columbus Blue Jackets, the local team here at Vector Security is committed to protecting homes and businesses throughout Central Ohio. We live here. Our families eat, shop, and go to school and church in our communities. So we have a vested interest in keeping the homes and businesses of our neighbors safe and secure. Visit vectorsecurity.com/CBJ for a free security assessment that will address your unique needs. That's vectorsecurity.com/CBJ.
Need to power through your next big project like a breakaway goal? Choose Ohio Cat for unbeatable construction equipment. From bulldozers to excavators, Ohio Cat delivers the strength, precision, and performance you need to stay ahead of the competition. And with our one-stop rental shop, you get top-tier equipment without the long-term commitment. Perfect for quick hits or major builds. Whether you're clearing the ice or building the arena, if you need it, Ohio Cat rents it. Ohio Cat, proud equipment partner of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
There's no place in hockey where you'll find more passion, more pride, and more boom. Where every game is a blast and every moment a thrill. Escape the ordinary and make some memories that hit as hard as the action on the ice. With the Columbus Dispatch Family Value Pack, presented by ABC6 and Fox 28 at BlueJackets.com/family. Your home of the Blue Jackets. The Fan.
Well, the Blue Jackets are down 2-1 to the Buffalo Sabres. If they can get one more, you're going to get a half-price pizza tomorrow. That's right. When the Blue Jackets score twice, you get half-price pizza the next day at your local Jets Pizza. Use the promo code CBJ50 when you go to jetspizza.com. Blue Jackets trying to get this going here and get back into this game, get it tied. They're in the Buffalo zone right now. Puck is in the left wing corner. Sabres are digging for it. Blue Jackets are digging for it. It's going to be Buffalo that controls it. And they get it to the blue line, but not out. Jake Christensen kept it in. He couldn't force it any deeper, though. His momentum was taking him backwards, and he tried to push the puck the other way. Didn't really have anything on it. Now here comes Rasmus Dahlin, rushing up the ice into the Blue Jacket zone. Dahlin across the ice, and he finds Samuelson with a shot, save made, rebound, and there is no second chance after that initial shot. Zach Sachenko is able to smother that puck, and he holds on to it. Great job by Sachenko. Simply getting the job done. Well, every time you get into a game, it's an opportunity to show your skills. And for Zach Sachenko, here's his opportunity, his first one of the preseason in a game. Both goaltenders have looked pretty good tonight. As a shot toward the net is deflected by Sachenko, and it goes up over the glass and out of play. So we'll wind up having a face-off upcoming here. The Jackets are right back in action tomorrow night back at Nationwide Arena. The Pittsburgh Penguins are in town. First of two this week with the Penguins. Tomorrow will cap off 4 games in 4 nights for the Blue Jackets during the preseason. Now, of course, you can do that because you have different players skating in all these games. Could never get away with that during the regular season. You can't play more than 2 in a row. But we're going to go 4 for 4 tomorrow night. 7 o'clock start time at Nationwide Arena. Pregame show starts at 6:45. Damon Hunt inside of his own blue line for the Blue Jackets. He's got the puck. Puts it on the right wing side to Miles Wood. Wood tips it around to his man, carries it all the way down into the right wing corner. Now has it stripped away. Good second effort there by the Sabres to get to that puck. And Buffalo still hasn't been able to clear it out of the zone. They'll make up for that right now. They get it up in front of the benches. It gets by Isaac Lundestrom. And chasing is Tyler Kopf. The Blue Jackets are able to get to it first. McDonald feeding it to his own blue line. Finds Hudson Fasching. Fasching sends this one down into the left wing corner of the Sabres' end. Down to 5 minutes remaining. Blue Jackets inside the Buffalo blue line. Stanislav Svozil plays it behind the net. Hudson Fasching tried to feed Luca Del Belbaluz. It got knocked away, and the Sabres waste no time again. They just rush it to the red line and dump it into the Blue Jacket zone, but now we're going to get a whistle on the penalty here. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. Blue Jackets are going on the AEP power play, down 2-1 on the Columbus Blue Jackets Radio Network.
Hey, wake up. New drinks just dropped at Wendy's. Cold foam, cold brew coffee, and sparkling energy. Both the caramel and the chocolate cold foam are just, so good. And the pineapple citrus and cherry limeade sparkling energy each have 80 to 120 milligrams of added caffeine. So whether you need a treat first thing or to just stop yawning already, mornings hit different. To pick up a new pick-me-up, gotta be Wendy's. At participating U.S. Wendy's.
For 70 years, Worthington Steel has been a trusted name in steel processing, delivering strength across industries. From Columbus and facilities worldwide, we help shape the future of mobility, energy, and infrastructure. At Worthington Steel, strength isn't just in the steel we process. It's in our people, our communities, and the way we show up. Strong for our customers, strong for Columbus, strong for good. Learn more at worthingtonsteel.com.
Hockey just hits differently here in Columbus. That's why for 25 years and counting, we've celebrated hockey and heroes. Playing with heart and glory. Because rooting for the Jackets isn't just what we do, it's who we are. We are the Fifth Line. Don't miss a second of the action. Tickets available now at BlueJackets.com.
Your home of the Blue Jackets. The Fan.
4:40 left in the third period in Buffalo, and the Sabres lead the Blue Jackets 2-1. Other games in the third period on the nationwide NHL scoreboard. The Red Wings and Blackhawks tied at 2-2. The Rangers have a 4-3 lead over the Bruins. Then the Devils are beating up on the Islanders 6-2. The Maple Leafs still lead the Senators 2-1 now, and the Montreal Canadiens are on top of the Flyers 3-2. Good news, the Blue Jackets are headed to the power play with Bob McElligott.
So the Blue Jackets trying desperately to tie this game late in the third period. They've got the chance with the AEP power play. Luca Del Belbaluz putting a puck on the right wing side. Hudson Fasching tried to power his way through a check, but he got separated from the puck by Tyson Kozak, and Buffalo will clear it all the way down the length of the ice. It's only a one-goal game, so it's unlikely that they pull Sachenko while they've got the power play. It's not impossible because the game doesn't mean anything, but it's unlikely. Oiva Keskinen comes in with the puck, plays it on the left wing side to Del Belbaluz. Luca back to the blue line. Damon Hunt swings it across right side. They come back to him in the middle of the ice. Hands at top of the left wing circle to Del Belbaluz. Down low, Hudson Fasching. He jams it on Devin Levi, who makes the save. Blue Jackets pick up the rebound, get it back to Del Belbaluz with another shot. This one not only missed the net, but it comes off the wall and rolls all the way around up the far side of the ice and in through the neutral zone. And so the Blue Jackets have to regroup inside of their own end. Damon Hunt brings it up to the red line. and send it back to Jake Christensen ahead for Isaac Lundestrom. He had it checked away from behind by Ryan McLeod, but Lundstrom's going to get it back. And he does it inside of the Sabres zone, but it's very short-lived. Buffalo pushes it right back out to the neutral zone. Zach Benson getting the job done there. 25 seconds left on this power play chance. 3 minutes remaining here in regulation time at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. Sabres trying to sweep this preseason series. Not that it means a heck of a lot of anything, quite frankly, because two different groups, two different cities, and the Blue Jackets bringing a lesser experienced group here tonight. When it comes to the regular season, as we go back to full and even strength here, when the Blue Jackets come in here, I think it's late October, it'll be different. Who knows what each team's record is going to be. Both teams, the Blue Jackets feel that they're in good shape, returning almost everyone from last year. The Sabres feel that they're better, I'm sure. So we'll see what happens. But I'll tell you, when we come here for that game, it's going to be night and day different from this game or last night's game. It's just the way it is. Puck is along the near wall. Del Bell Blues trying to dig it out. Gets it back to Caleb McDonald with a shot. And a good job by Devin Levi to make that save through traffic. Sawchenko goes to the bench. The net is empty down to my right. The Sabres clear the puck down the ice. It doesn't go toward that empty net. Oiva Keskinen picks it up, sends it to Luca Del Bell Blues. He's standing at the red line. Off the backhand, gets it to Caleb McDonald, and McDonald will push it in along the end boards in the Sabres zone. They will get it. They'll fire at the length of the ice. They missed the empty net. An icing call is coming here against Buffalo. Just a minute 39 left. Blue Jackets had 12 shots on goal after the first period. 12 shots on goal after the first period. They've got 18 now. Sabres had 10 after the first period. Blue Jackets are taking a timeout here, by the way. Sabres had 10 after one period, and now they've got 34. Quite the disparity in shots. So the Blue Jackets, they had things going in the first period. After that, it went away. But the Buffalo Sabres, look, they've got a 2-1 lead. That's all nice and everything. I wonder if they feel that they should have more than that. I'll tell you why they don't have more than that, because the Blue Jackets goaltending has been good tonight. Ivan Fedotov was very good at the start of this game. Sawchenko has been good since coming in. So that's the answer. Why do they not have more? That's your answer right there. But that being said, they've got a veteran group out there. They've got a lot of youngsters they're playing against. They've only put up 2 in the game. Again, they're looking at systems and effort and all this kind of stuff. Coaches are looking for different things in these types of games, because they're not looking at wins or losses. Wins or losses don't mean anything. Blue Jackets with the puck. Del Bell Blues, he had it just inside the top of the left wing circle, and he tried to put it down into the slot area and couldn't get it there. Sabres are going to lift it back out to center ice. Chasing it inside of his own end is Damon Hunt, and Hunt's got pressure from Costa Hellenius. Hellenius can't get that puck taken away. They feed it to the neutral zone. Here's Miles Wood. Couldn't connect with Del Bell Blues. And back outside the blue line it comes, under a minute to play. With the puck, Isaac Lundestrom hands it off to Mikhail Putia. Again, the goaltender for the Blue Jackets is on the bench. Empty net down to my right. Buffalo can't get it out of the zone, at least not to this point. Keskinen able to keep it in. Got it to Lundestrom. Feeds Damon Hunt. Back to Keskinen. Wanted to go to the high slot to Lundestrom, and maybe should have shot it himself because it got knocked away. But again, the Sabres cannot get it out of the zone. Here's a shot. Miles Wood right in front. Tried to redirect that behind Devin Levi. Couldn't do it. Del Bell Blues, 20 seconds left in regulation time. To Damon Hunt at the blue line. He went to take a shot, and he fanned on the puck, and Buffalo will knock it back out to center ice. Del Bell Blues picks it up. He'll rush it back in. Has it stripped off his stick. And that should just about do it here in Buffalo this evening, but the Sabres do get it, and they fire it to the empty net, and they miss. I don't know about that. Why are you doing that? Why would you even do that? Now there's 3.3 seconds left. And I know the Blue Jackets haven't been good at winning faceoffs tonight, but why would you allow one more opportunity late in the game like this? There's no need to shoot that puck. Hold it for 3 seconds. We're on the way out the door. Anyway, see if the Blue Jackets can capitalize. Brendan Gaunt's on the faceoff. He wins it, but he pulled it right by Stanislav Svozil, and that's going to end the game. So the Sabres take both games in the preseason against the Blue Jackets. Final win this one, Buffalo 2, and the Blue Jackets 1. Back at home tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, to take on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Stay tuned. The postgame show is on the way right after this on the Columbus Blue Jackets Radio Network.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good.